waist bend down low. Like that to the world, let it show. We rock it, we flex it, let it flow. There's a heat, but we bring the rain. Palm wine vibes in a champagne lane. Jollof aroma drives me insane. Culture.
All right. Yeah. Let me clear my voice as an old man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, happy Sunday, all the real fam. Shout out to everyone wherever you are. You're welcome to Sunday school as usual. And my brother Chucky, we are back again on your episode, the Sunday school. Yeah, real fam Sunday school. Okay. If this is the first time you're watching our channel, please subscribe, hit the like. Let's do what we know how to do better. So, in case you don't know, every Sunday for the past 3 weeks, we usually have our Sunday school edition. And the Sunday school edition is just for us to see how we can link biblical knowledge, old age knowledge to modern knowledge, and at the same time make it make sense. Yeah. So on today's Sunday school, I actually have a different plan. I was gonna start my, what do I call it now, imported husband experience show today, but Sister Sue in the backstage started this bass boss. Out of nowhere, Sister Sue just felt like, you know what? Make I go find real fam trouble today. So Sister Sue brought this topic about what one of our gospel sisters said during the week. The gospel sister is of the opinion that women brought a lot to the table. And until you they see for screen, so she was so passionate, like this auntie is ready to scatter the table, scatter every goddamn thing. When I saw it, I'm like, auntie, take it easy now. You are gaslighting my gender. Why? What have we done again, auntie, that you are just fighting? Women brought something to the table. So, Sister Sue brought this conversation up, and my coconut head, I go jump in. I don't know, say my sister, they don't ready, they don't even want to hear this topic at all. Like, what do women bring to the table? I'm already smoke basketball. So I'm like, all right, if that's the case, let me ask what the Bible says about what women bring to the table. And you will be surprised. There are several biblical references to what women should bring to the table. And I tell you what, this auntie only speak on one, and she wants us to accept it like that. So we're going to talk about that today. Hopefully, Uncle Patrick, Uncle Dio, and all the sisters and brothers who have in-depth knowledge of the Bible, they can join us on today's show and help us make it make sense. We would have started this show earlier, but I was just doing father duty up and down since morning. And finally, I now got time. So like I said, guys, you got to be ready because this was supposed to be the show I have to do today, but now I change. Okay? Check it out.
From Nigeria to Vegas, the lights are bright. Champagne popping under the neon night. I swear be shining gold and white. Laughter louder than the city's height. We are step on the dance floor. Wind your waist, bend down low. Nigeria to the world, let it show. We rock it, we
So there you have it. Be ready. I'm going to come to you guys with my story. It's a story of myself as an imported husband. And I just want to share the imported husband experience. Like I've told you guys, the story is just my story. I'm not even going to involve my wife. I just want to speak on my experience as a man who got married in Nigeria and I have to join my wife in America. And the journey was really tough. And I do believe that a lot of brothers can actually learn from my experience. I just wanted to update you guys how I navigated those challenges. You know, the earlier years, the first 5 years was really rough. And I think that is where many of my African brothers make a lot of mistakes, because it's not easy to combine family life with being an American. So it's not easy. So whenever you see this intro, that is my series, The Imported Husband Experience. Let me play the introduction one more time.
From nightclub to Vegas, the lights are bright. Champagne popping under the neon night. I swear be shining gold and white. Laughter louder than the city's height. We are step on the dance floor. Wind your waist, bend down low. Night out to the world, let it show. We rock you with.
All right, that's it. If you want me to do the series, drop one in the chat, and I'm just gonna have to get my sister Sissy to be my guest when I'm doing the series, because Sissy can actually bring the questions and make it make sense. And just the way it's gonna be is that I'm just gonna tell the story for 30 minutes, and then we can do question and answer, because the purpose of doing the show is for my brothers, my genders, to at least learn one or two things from my personal experience. So I would tell the story for about 30 minutes, and then the rest of the show will be question and answer. Oh, my Sissy is here. So definitely Sissy gonna be my guest, and then we can dissect it together. Now, having said that, let us get into today's show. If you are ready, I'm ready. I'm going to welcome everybody to today's show, but let people keep coming. So if you are watching right now, first hit the like, then two, shout out to the Real Fam, so that once I want to recognize everybody, I will be able to recognize you, okay? All right, let's get this show started. It go tough.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
All right. First off, let me play this video from Vicky James' interview on the Nasi Isime show. Take a listen.
Femi, I want to know, were you ever that person who thought, you know what, in my journey of life, I'm going to be out there, I'm going to do my best? Because when you're great, people need to know you for it.
Okay, I see myself in the face of people, normal, but I can tell you for a fact, I'm a BTS person.
Right. Yeah.
You get behind the scene.
Right.
Yeah, you might see my wife all out,
Yes.
because that's who she is. That's the type of person she is.
Yes.
So I am just the reserved part,
Person.
and I'm always behind her,
Right.
100. So whatever anybody says online doesn't really bother me. That's just the
Really?
honest truth. Yeah,
Did
it doesn't.
you guys have to walk through it?
It doesn't really bother me.
But there might have to be a walk through it before you got to that point of it not bothering you, because it's a shock.
There was one that really hit me, and that was the period where we had to ask God to help us come out of it. And immediately we came out of that one, that was the end, to be honest.
Sharing which that is.
I think it was a story about how I stole him from a friend,
Right.
and we're sleeping with each other.
Right.
You know, this is happening, and so many of them were all lies. And it almost put me in depression, you know. And that was like the first time in my life I got to understand what people who say that they are depressed feel. You know, I remember entering into my room, and I didn't come out for like 2 days. I was there crying and praying, and I told God, you know the story. If you know that these are all lies that they're saying about us, help us get through this without this ruining my brand.
Yeah.
And I remember praying and waiting on God for days. And the way he brought me out, it was like a miracle, you know. And then I kept seeing stories upon stories. And for some reason, it was just so easy for me to just laugh about it. Most times my brother would say, oh, don't look at them. Don't read the comments. I'm like, no, I have to read the comments.
And go through it.
Every time they say, you are trending, okay, I go there.
Yeah.
That's what is making me
Yeah.
trend. What's happening? The places where I have to check and see, okay, am I doing too much here? Do I need to learn? I ask God to help me and guide me.
It's amazing.
Because Nancy, to be
No.
honest, I don't want to make a fun video with my kids where we're dancing and we're having fun and then I'm hiding them. I plan to have kids that would be role models in the society. I plan to have kids that will go out there, go around the world and show their talents to the world. I don't have kids that I'm going to hide.
Yeah.
When I met Femi, I knew that he was the one. But I wanted God to confirm that he was the one. And when he did, my ears were blocked. And they are blocked till today and forever.
Wahala deal. Wahala day. So, in case you're wondering, okay, why did you bring Vicky James into this conversation?
The Nancy Sima shows.
If you are wondering, okay, why did you bring Vicky James into this conversation? The reason is simple. We have women nowadays who bring so much to the table. And I bet if you're a brother or sister, you're listening to this Sunday school, you can agree with me. These current modern day women, they bring so much to the table. I'm not trying to pamper you guys or maybe butter you up. It's a reality. You know me, I'm a consequentialist and I go by fact. A lot of women bring so much to the table now. I even asked Bruno, what do modern men bring to the table and what do modern women bring to the table? And Bruno break it all down for me. All right. So Bruno told me economic and career contributions. Those are some of the things Bruno emphasized that modern day women bring to the table. Modern women are no longer just homemakers. Many are co-providers or primary providers, holding careers, running businesses, and managing investments. Women contribute to financial stability and growth, often balancing both household and professional responsibilities. Their participation in the workforce brings diverse perspectives and innovation into industries, leadership, and entrepreneurship. So don't just say, oh, Uncle Bear, why did you play Vicky James video? By grace of God, this week, this coming Friday, my sister Honey Babe is going to be our special guest of honor. And I'm going to have CC as well as I also want my Gen Z baby girl, Abby, Zeno, as well as other brothers. I pray Chucky will be free, Samulu, all the professionals in the house. I would love to have them on Friday so we can dissect that show together. Women bring a lot to the table these days. Even though many ladies don't want to hear that question. They say it's irritating. How dare you ask? But we have to admit, women bring so much to the table. At the same time, men also bring a lot to the table. And like I said right now, they bring economic, career contributions, household and family support. You can't take that away from women. Emotional intelligence and relationship building. Even though CC, Honey Babe, Mario D, even Auntie Yinka, they say more we know they talk, say women they build. They say they don't want to build with nobody. Even my own small baby girl, Simbi and Abby, they say they don't want to build. But guess what? Bruno is telling me right now that women bring emotional intelligence and relationship building. So in case if you are not ready to build a relationship, don't think of marriage, all right? This is Sunday school. And also, Bruno also told me women brought social and cultural contributions to the table. And in summary, modern women bring to the table financial power, emotional depth, resilience, leadership, and nurturing strength. Oh, yes. The modern partnership dynamic is less about one gender carrying everything and more about both contributing complementarily. And both contributing complementary strengths: money, care, wisdom, teamwork, and vision. So, coming back to Vicky James and the video that I played, Vicky James brought all this to her marriage. She brought almost everything to her marriage. If you agree that Vicky James brought everything I just went through now to the marriage, drop a 1. If you think, no, Vicky James don't bring all of this, so all she brought was just clout, drop a 2. Okay, so our first poll, do Vicky James All right. So, do Vicky James bring a lot to the table? Yeah. So that's gonna be our first poll. So if you think Vicky James brings so much to the table, drop 1. If you think no, I don't think Vicky James really bring that much to the table, drop 2. All right. Now, having established that, let's move on to what she said in this video. I'm so happy lately. I've once criticized Vicky James' husband here before, Femi, because the impression we had was that Femi is an opportunist. He was just going to grab all he can grab and then dump Vicky James. But I told you guys, as an uncle, I've been watching the body language, things they are doing together and everything. And I've kind of seen that Femi has a voice in that marriage. 2, Femi is respected in this marriage. 3, Femi is not a pushover, contrary to what a lot of people think. No, as a Yoruba man myself, I can read Yoruba men to some extent, and the energy I'm getting from Femi, I think Femi has finally adjusted himself in this marriage. And I think where that is coming from is that Femi and Vicky James has been able to solve the biggest challenges that usually cause problem in a marriage whereby the wife is the highest earner. And that is bringing the man some leverage financially. So ever since Femi got married to Vicky, I think Femi business has been doing really, really good. And something about Yoruba men, I'm not trying to hype us up. I'm just saying this for those who might end up marrying Yoruba men to know what to watch out for. See, this is not a statistical fact, but I can tell you that 60% to 70% of Yoruba men, they are usually contented. What I mean contented is that sometimes, so far you as the woman, you respect them, and they have their own means of financial stability, and they still have prospect of growing. Many 50 to 60% of Yoruba men are not really intimidated by your wealth. Yes, you could be the breadwinner for some time, but trust me, a really smart Yoruba man will catch up. He may not even catch up in terms of meeting up what you have accomplished in terms of asset and all of that. But he's going to cash up so much that you, the wife, you are going to be proud of him. I can tell you that for free as a Yoruba guy. So I think Femi has been able to sort that out. And I want to give Vicky James her flower for, I don't know how she did it. Initially, Vicky didn't struck me like the kind of girl who can actually support her husband to have that financial leverage. But she did it. I think they have business they run together now, and Vicky James is still running her brand, and both Vicky James and Femi, they are both working on Vicky James' brand, working on Femi's brand, and they are working on their joint venture. That is how it should be. Now, coming to this interview, you can see Femi is full of confidence while talking. He wasn't intimidated, and he said, yes, I am the behind the scene kind of guy. And I don't have issue with my woman being out there doing her thing, because that is what everybody knows Vicky James for. So, sisters, I think you need to give us men some credit where we did the right thing. A typical African man or a Nigerian man who is intimidated or suffering with low self-esteem because the wife is the highest earner in the house wouldn't allow the wife to do what she used to do before they got married. But Femi stepped in, and from all I've seen so far, I don't think Femi is holding Vicky James back from being Vicky James. So I want to give both of them credit. Now, to the other part of that short interview right there, Vicky James said one of the biggest problems she had with the marriage was when people said she actually stole her friend's man. Because the story out there was that Femi used to work for Vicky James' friend. What do they call that girl name now? I usually forget that girl name. something Waka or something. I think the girl is here or something. Please, if you know the girl name, you can drop it in the chat. So the story was out there that Vicky James snatched Femi from her best friend. Yeah, Wanika. Thank you, my Abby. So the story was that Femi snatched, Vicky snatched Femi from Wanika. And everybody know how that feels. And I think she has always wanted the opportunity to address that. Because apparently, it seems Femi and Waneka, they are not dating. They don't have anything going. So I don't think so. I don't think anything was going. And I think that kind of bruised Vicky James' ego. Like, look at you. You can't even find a man. It's because you are rich. So you saw your friend's PA and you snatch him from your friend. So now I think we can put that debate to rest, that Vicky James do not snatch Femi from her friend, and nothing was going on. So, ladies and gentlemen, coming back to today's Sunday school, Vicky James brought so much to the table. And from what I just read, you can see that Vicky James met everything. Vicky James brought everything I just highlighted to the table. She brought financial power, emotional depth, resilience, leadership, and nurturing strength. Now, let me show you my beautiful, awesome real fam. What Auntie said about what women brings to the table. God help us from this Auntie. First off, how many of you have seen this video before? Oh, let me even share the link so that we can start this Sunday school earlier as possible. All right, that is the link. So how many real fam members have seen this video? If you are yet to see the video, I'm going to play it again. And you will see why me and some of my brotherhood, we have issue with this Auntie. This Auntie Jehovah Shaddai. All right, so I'm going to play the video. Let me know if you have seen this video, please. If you are in the real farm, I guess you would have watched the video, because in the real farm, we share a lot of content. People share content, and then we get to watch them. Now, before we begin to dissect what Auntie said, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for that vote right there. Before we dissect what Auntie said, all right, let me put a break here and also recognize my real fam. So before we move on, let me recognize our real fam in the buildings. All right. So, today's Sunday school will get us a bit, but God will help us. I see Mercy Kendra. Oh, not Mercy Kendra. Mercy Adegwa. How are you doing, Mercy? You're welcome, my beautiful sister. It's good to have you here. Abby, of course. Abby is in the studio. She won't come do bass bows. My baby girl, Abby, you're welcome. Yeah, Sue the troublemaker. Sue, you started this. Hope you're going to be here to defend what you started. You set me up. I took the bait, and now my butt is about to be roasted. So welcome, Sue. How are you doing today? Happy Sunday. My Bilba. What's up, mommy? Welcome, Biba. How are my children, your honey, and Canada? Of course, we are not sending none of our stuff to you guys in Canada anyway. My Sissy, welcome, Sissy. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. Sissy, Zeno in the building. Baby Zeno, the Gen Zs. Gen Z today is for you guys to learn. Don't bring any energy today. Just hold your pen and paper as we are discussing what women bring to the table. That is your job today, Zeno and Abby. My beautiful sister, Toby and Tribe, you're welcome, Mama. Happy Sunday to you. Okay, I think that's all the people I see in the chat. If you are still watching and I haven't shout out to you, please drop a comment. Let us know you're here. All right, let's go back to today's conversation. If you're ready.
Uncle Benno, please, I have something to say before you start.
All right, Mommy.
I need us to recognize that Uncle Dayo has changed his screen name to Papi 247.
Oh.
It's official, guys. It's official. That's all I wanted to say.
Happy 247. Hey, Uncle Dio. Hey. You see how this your baby, they push you, change your name by fire, by force.
That's why I say I'm on my brother. That's why I say it is well.
I tell you, now God go help us with these young girls. Eh? All right, let's get today's show started.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. It's a beautiful Sunday, and we are having another episode of Sunday School on The Real Fam with Uncle Beno. So today's topic is, what do women bring to the table? I have listened to so many aunties, and they have explained what women bring to the table. Not until I hear this version of what women bring to the table, and it shocked me. He shocked me, oh. So I'm going to play it again, and I'm expecting our sisters in the house to come and explain this. Let's go.
By God's hand and God's doing, I've brought a fertile body that is able to hold your children. There is so much that I have learned recently that when a man impregnates you, you know, we used to think that the placenta is from our body. The placenta is from the sperm. It's like a parasite, for the lack of a better description. But the placenta is like a parasite that comes from the sperm to make sure that the child the man put there is taken care of. It's safe. And then it puts the rubbish, the waste product into your bloodstream. That's why women vomit. That's why you spit. That's why you have all that rashes. Everything that the baby doesn't need, we'll put it into your bloodstream, and it will take the goodness. My friend lost one child, one tooth. Every time she gives birth, one tooth will fall out. You are taking my body. My body's coming to change. My breasts are coming to change. My privates are coming. Everything about me is, if the child is born by C-section, that scar is there for life. If the child is born vaginally and I tear, pushing that child out, the scar is there for life. What do I bring? My service. My cooking. And you will come and tell me, oh, the last time the meat was too hard. My mother didn't used to fry the chicken like this. We don't prepare our okra in this way. We like it this way. We like it that way. And we will make these changes and we'll make these adaptations for you. We bring our presence of prayer and of fasting and of assisting you in the spiritual realm. We bring the fact that we will see certain things that you cannot see, our discernment, our insight, our wisdom. We bring that. We bring a good mind to raise your children to love you back, because your children are with us all the time. It takes a God-fearing woman to look at a man and realize that he is of no good character, but you will raise the children to respect him regardless. So when a man says, this is even a few, when a man says, what does a woman bring to the table? We are bringing our head to our toe. Body, soul, and spirit. We are the table. We are the table. You never had a table before. You never had a chair.
Jesus.
We've made you a table owner. We are the table. And then we will also decorate the table for you. I am bringing joy, happiness. Women bring joy, happiness. I've brought, by God's hand and God's doing, I've brought a fertile body that is able to hold your children. There is so much that I have learned recently that when a man impregnates you, you know, we used to think that the placenta is from our body. The placenta is from the sperm. It's like a parasite, for the lack of a better description. But the placenta is like a parasite that comes from the sperm to make sure that the child the man put there is taken care of. It's safe. And then it puts the rubbish, the waste product into your bloodstream. That's why women vomit. That's why you spit. That's why you have all that rashes. Everything that the baby doesn't need, we'll put it into your bloodstream, and it will take the goodness. My friend lost one child, one tooth. Every time she gives birth, one tooth will fall out. You are taking my body. My body's coming to change. My breasts are coming to change. My privates are coming. Everything about me is, if the child is born by C-section, that scar is there for life. If the child is born vaginally and I tear, pushing that child out, the scar is there for life. What do I bring? My service. My cooking. And you will come and tell me, oh, the last time the meat was too hard. Me, my mother didn't used to fry the chicken like this. We don't prepare our okra and this way. We like it this way. We like it that way. And we will make these changes and we'll make these adaptations for you. We bring our presence of prayer and of fasting and of assisting you in the spiritual realm. We bring the fact that we will see certain things that you cannot see, our discernment, our insight, our wisdom. We bring that. We bring a good mind to raise your children to love you back because your children are with us all the time. It takes a God-fearing woman to look at a man and realize that he is of no good character, but you will raise the children to respect him regardless. So when a man says, this is even a few, when a man says, what does a woman bring to the table? We are bringing our head to our toe. Body, soul, and spirit. We are the table.
We are the table. We have heard this rhetorics, this narrative over and over and over and over again. We are the table. Honestly, I agree. Women are the table. Yes, 100%. But what type of table are you? An empty table or a table filled with grace, with financial support, emotional intelligence, everything I just read when I was talking about Vicky James? Add something on that table. You are the table, agreed. Okay. What is on that table? This auntie reduce everything about what a woman brings to the table to child's birth. Now, even though I was trying to cause trouble earlier in the chat, when I said, relatively speaking, men has been taking care of sperm since when we are young, since when we don't begin get them small, now we they protect them until we finally got married and we transfer it to the woman, and the woman carry her as belly and then deliver it. But I don't say that trouble at the fine. But let's be honest here. First off, do you agree with what Auntie is saying? Uncle Dio, let's hear from you, sir. Help us make it. Shout out to Uncle Patrick. I see Uncle Patrick in the chat. Sister Oshe, you welcome my sister. And of course, Doopsy. My fine Doopsy, welcome. Yes, welcome, Uncle Dio. Hello, Uncle Dio. Hey, Nigeria Network, no spoil show for me. Oh. We Uncle D. Happy, can you hear Uncle Dio?
I cannot, no.
Okay, Uncle Dio, it's like your network, sir. You want to try it again? You are muted, Uncle Dio. You have to unmute yourself.
I'm trying to speak. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you now, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry about my network. It has been misbehaving all along. Anyway, what this woman said, from my own perspective, they seem to be on a kind of a religious platform because they are dressed like an SU woman and all. But what she said to me is something that I want to believe is a kind of a personal opinion because it's not generally accepted, not even in the Bible like that. But everything that is said, it makes it look as if men are just unnecessary evil. That we are just an unnecessary evil. That everything that we do concerning interaction or kind of intimacy with woman is like a curse. That even to the point of childbirth and what the woman passes through. But what they don't seem to realize is that it takes a fertile man to keep his sperm that can germinate into a child or that can fertilize a child. Men release about 400 million sperm at each ejaculation, and only one
Tell them, sir.
have to fertilize the egg. If men do not release up to 400 million sperm per ejaculation, the man will become to be infertile. They don't know all these things. And now, scientifically, it has been proven that for a man to fully recover from an ejaculation, it takes him about 1 month of feeding well for him to be fully recover from that thing that he lost during sex. And men still keep the body going. We still keep it rolling. So if you want to go into the nitty-gritty, men are doing much more than whatever any woman can do. You may carry this sperm from the age immemorial, and then when we just give it to you women for 9 months, the whole world will know about it. The whole world will see it, and the whole world will be disturbed for it. Come on, where are we going from here? Where are we going from here? Making it look as if it is men that is spoiling the world, as if it is men that are the one behind the woes that you women are passing through. No, we complement each other. We don't give you the baby, and we have a baby. Women will hold a man jugular and pretend that you must give us a child, you must give us, and then if the man does not give them that child, it becomes a problem. So when we do give you that child as a blessing, who are you to be saying that our sperm is like a parasite? Come on, where is that one coming from? What are we talking about here? Man can never degrade a woman to that level, but yet we cherish you, we love you, we take care of you. The only thing we are asking is, what are you bringing to the table? Even God Himself ordained that to be so. And if you don't want to see it, if you are asking what, because we are the owner of the table, we created the table. Now, let us first of all define what is the table.
Mom of five is looking. Look, so mom of five is already looking for trouble. That mom of five, you are looking for trouble. Go ahead, sir.
Let us also define what is the table that we're talking about. The table is the home. What are you bringing in as a woman? Before a man and a woman gets married, the man must have gotten the home ready first. Set up everything. Now you are coming into this marriage now. How do you move forward from it? How do you go forward? What are you contributing into this marriage? Now, in this part of the world, men marry women. We pay the dowry, we do everything. We created the table, we created the platform. So you are just coming into the marriage now and asking you, what can you contribute to this to make it work? So to me, it is nothing special. You must bring something to the table. All what you are telling me is just your God endowed gift as a woman, and what the woman was saying is just man's endowed gift as a man. That has nothing to do with contributing to the table. This kind of woman, I want her to go and read the book of Proverbs, to go and read about the virtuous woman. And I even like the analysis that you did with ChatGPT, that places everything in the right perspective, even for this new generation, for them to know what God is saying about women and their position. But back to this woman's issue. This woman's issue is so misogynistic, and then she's so kind of for lack of words, what is this abyss word that she normally use? The one that you say you are like a kind of she's a female. She's a chauvinistic and a misogynistic woman.
Yes, she's a chauvinistic. Very chauvinistic.
To borrow this dictionary. So I don't believe she really understands what she's saying. So I know that many people will come for me. So and I'm ready for them. Let me stop there for now. Thank you, sir.
Ooh, papi. Wow. I wish Uncle Emeka is here to also shine light on this. And Chucky, today is Sunday. They are probably watching sport or something. But we're going to get through this. We'll get through this. I'm going to read all these comments and we'll react to it. Oh, my sweet Mofresh. Oh, everybody, let me give our Mofresh a rousing welcome. Sister Mofresh, where have you been? In case you don't know, Mofresh is our first member who is donating to this channel every month. And ever since she signed up, I think almost a year plus now, she has always remained there. So shout out to everybody who are members here. Thank you very much for that $2.99 every month. It goes a long way. At least it helped me at least motivate my team members. So Sister Mofresh, thank you very, very much. I truly appreciate and desire, and as well as I'm not gonna give you guys both. You know I love you, I won't. All right. So Mofresh said, no man should ask a woman that question. It actually makes the man sound lost. Does he not know what he wants? Is he unable to identify the qualities he sees in a woman? Sister Mo Fresh, this question get us CBO. I don't think a man can see everything he needs in a woman. I think, of course, he can at least recognize that, okay, this is a career woman, this is a beautiful woman, okay, she do this, but at least there are still some things the man may be curious and want to ask. So on the basis of Sister Mo Fresh question, let us go to our second poll as I move on to my Abby. Now, the second question on the poll today is, should a man ask what a woman brings to the table? Let us put an end to this, because I've seen a lot of comment already from my sisters who said, man shouldn't ask this dumb question. This is now, for me, I don't think a man will ask directly, what do you bring to the table? I think they're just going to ask a couple of questions that tend towards asking the same thing anyway. So let us have this vote real quick. Should a man ask what a woman brings to the table? If you agree, put 1. If you disagree, drop a 2. Please let us cast this vote real quick as I move to my Abby. Now, Abby Mama, what's your take, Abby, with this auntie on the screen?
First of all, I need to say that Uncle Dio's message has derailed me. So
How?
I don't know where to start, because I feel like we're being trolled. I feel like we're being gaslit. But first of all, I want to say that I think the word that Uncle Dio was looking for is misandrist.
We would just combine now, chauvinistic.
No, it's not chauvinistic, it's misandrist. Now Uncle Dio was looking for. Where should I start from?
Keep the vote for me. Thank you, everybody. Go ahead, Mama.
First of all, I think this woman is what Yoruba call Asheju. How do they pronounce that word?
Asheju. Overdo.
Overdo. It's Asheju, right? That's first things first, just saying. I don't know if it's based off of there's a camera in her face. I don't know what it is, but let's just get out of the way. All of this. Yes, a lot of women go through so much in pregnancy. Now more than ever, I see a lot of women post what they go through, and I'm just like, am I sure this is going to be me? Because women, I didn't know until the internet that women lose tooth or lose their teeth. Women, the kind of stories people are sharing on TikTok. If you haven't had children yet, I don't know. I've gotten to the point where I'm now even starting to make sure that I watch positive content about child making and about marriage, because there's so much bad news out there about these things. Before I even say anything about this woman, I think I want to talk about why. First of all, sorry, Uncle Ben.
Yep.
I always tell you this. I always tell Uncle Daya, I tell Uncle Patrick, I tell everyone here that a lot of the men on this platform are stuck in 1999.
Ha!
In regards to what is going on in the dating scene. Yes. Correct me. You're stuck in 1999 as to regards to what is going on in the dating scene. You first of all said that men don't ask women directly what they bring to the table. Yes, they do in 2025.
You mean these young men?
Men are sitting down across you at a table and asking you what you bring to the table. When I'm telling you that,
Abby, wait. To be honest, are you guys really experiencing this nowadays, this modern day, that a man will take you out on a date and he will ask you directly, what do you bring to the table? Just be honest.
Yes, we are. Uncle Ben, that's why I tell Uncle Dio, I tell everybody here, you're stuck in 1999. The men these days are moving crazy. That's why when we're talking, it seems like we don't know what we're saying. But you guys your men. The men on this platform are men that have done the work. Men that are secure. The men we're dealing with these days, I don't know where they come from.
I bet no verse, Abby. I'm trying to replay the scenario. How the guy, this guy with beads, looking clean and everything. I'm just trying to play the film for my head. He invited you for a date. He came to pick you up, open the door. You walk into the restaurant. He put back the chair. You sit down. You guys ordered. And while you are talking, the man just say, Abby, I would like to ask a question.
They will even ask you from when they are chatting with you. I even saying dates. Before you get to the date, they would have asked you via text message what you bring to the table.
Abby, are you being serious? Okay, wait, Abby,
Help me. I'm being very
Abby, I'm
serious.
not gonna lie. I'm really struggling to accept this. Let me
Uncle
just
Ben,
ask,
I tell you
let me ask
every
other
single
sisters.
show.
Please, my sisters who are watching right now, or maybe if you get to see this later, and you are single, you are still dating, please tell me, are men really asking this question? Like they word it like this, like what do you bring to the table? Are they really asking? Please drop it in the chat if you think they are asking this question. Abby, I trust you. Know you, my baby. I trust you. I believe what you said, but now my coconut head just the struggle to. I think what I'm struggling with is a man can actually ask what you bring to the but I don't think they should say it like this. I think they can just be asking, oh, what do you do for a living? So if we get married, what are some of the things you think I should be expecting? I believe they can say it respectfully, but dropping it like this,
Uncle
bam.
Ben, you don't have to take my word for it. Go and listen to all these podcasts that all these young boys are doing now. Go and look at that. They proudly say that, yes, I'm going to ask. I even sent something yesterday on the platform about how one young man was embarrassing his Christian wife as well on the platform. These men are confidently saying this nonsense even on the internet. So it's not, forget my words. Don't even take my word for it. Don't even take my own experience for it. They are comfortably saying it on the internet. And that's why I say that every time that I talk to you, to Uncle Patrick, to Uncle Emeka, to Uncle Dayo, you're not understanding that times have changed. You've been married for 10 years. The men that we have these days are not the same. And they don't want to learn. You see the Gen Z stubbornness that you're telling us that we have. The men have times 10 of a woman's Gen Z stubbornness. They don't want to learn from the older men that, okay, there can be a balance to this traditional and modern thing that we're doing. You can be a modern traditionalist and make things work. Anyway, now that I've said that, let me now say why, personally, I think I've gone to a point where I used to be polite and sit through the dates. But if a man asks me what I bring to the table, I'll block him. If he asks me via text, I'm blocking him. If he asks me while on the date, I'm walking out, even before I finish the food. I don't care. Because first of all, it seems as though the first thought that you've brought to the table is that our relationship is about to be transactional. Like I said, maybe you need to sit there and gauge what kind of woman is this? What's her mentalities, right? How does she feel about certain things just by conversation?
Okay, Abby, these men asking this question, what is their age group? Are they like on under 30s?
Honestly, in my experience, and even from what I said, if you go check podcasts and stuff, we're looking at the ages of, let's say, 27 to 35. So there are younger millennials that are also
30
doing
to
this
35.
I would say 27 to 35. Yes, these men are doing this nonsense.
Okay, I get the 27, the under 30s. I get it. I want to believe that, youthful exuberance, youthful energy, they really don't know what is out there. But 35, asking what a woman brings to the table.
Yes, I'm not joking.
In a chat.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not, like I said, Uncle Ben, don't even take my word for it. Go and check what these younger boys that have platforms, what they're saying. This is going on in our society. It's not a joke. Anyway, like I said, you're first of all treating our relationship like a transaction. Why is it about what I bring, what you bring, except it calls for a serious conversation? We're both reasonable. We know we have to bring both, different things, right? Mm-hmm. But the minute you ask me that on the first date or the first 2 days of chatting with me, it seems like it's a transaction. And the truth about it is marriage or is a serious relationship meant to be transactional? No, because there are times that you cannot bring anything possibly, and there are times I cannot bring anything. So where do we go from here if we're going to start trading what we bring with what I bring with what you bring?
Wait to Abby. I don't want to agree with there are times you cannot bring anything or there are times the man cannot bring everything. The fact of the matter is, if you look at it from that lens, you are only talking about finances.
I'm not talking about finances. When my mom was ill, right? My mom was ill twice. My mom was ill. She had surgery. She relapsed after 4 years. My mom could not bring anything, not intimacy, not money. Maybe money she already had stacked up. But people go through all sorts that make them not able to bring anything. And whatever the case is, whether it's child care, the onus falls on one person. financially, emotionally, even caring for the children, the onus would have fallen on my dad to make sure that my siblings and I were good. Because my mom was not capable. Someone that is basically about to pass on. That's the least of her problem. She's fighting for her life. So I'm not saying that that's always going to be the case, but there's always situations where people might not be able to bring anything based off of whatever. When I think about it as well, one of the reasons that my relationship where I was engaged might have crashed is because I was mourning my mom. And I often think about the fact that maybe he went through a certain phase of neglect because I was mourning, because it happened right after. Neglect that he was not used to. These things happen. Do you think that my priority for someone that just lost a mother is making sure that you're good? Most of the time it's not. But if an understanding man is there, he would understand that this girl is incapable of bringing certain things to our table right now, and I have to step up on another level. So these things happen, whether it's loss of a parent, whether it's loss of a child. How many women on the internet come here and tell us that they lost a child and the man was nowhere? He was not able to fill in the gap emotionally. There are men that they can't fill in the gap.
Abby, they shock me. Abby, are you sure you are 28?
Uncle Ben, this particular what you bring to the table is very, very, very close, very, very dear to my heart.
Because the way you break it down, don't be surprised. 5 to 40 years old women who really don't have this understanding of how you are breaking it now. So that's why I'm just compared to ask. But I also wanted to ask, you sounds like a girl who spent a lot of time with your dad. Do you?
I would say that when obviously I came to school here after secondary school, so I was kind of like away from my parents and just seeing them here and there. I would say
communicate very well.
We communicate, we communicate every day.
And you discuss whatever issue you have with your dad very well, right? You are very open to your dad.
Yeah, my mom was the very tough one, so it was easier to approach my dad.
Okay. Because I just wanted to give you credit for the wisdom you exhibit at times when we are having this conversation. I wasn't expecting that from a 28 years old, and that is why you see me, I'm always crazy with Gen Z, because many Gen Zs we have now, they know the hair pound, their thinking is just way off at times. And most time when girls speak like this, they are usually the type of women who have spent reasonable time with their dad, especially girls of your age. They've spent time with their dad, they've opened up to their dad, they've accepted criticism, and they've also accepted wisdom, because that's just what my mind is telling me. I'm navigating the same thing with my daughter right now. My daughter and I, we went out to fix her phone. We spent like almost 2 hours out. We spoke about boyfriend again. We spoke about so many things. She was reluctant. She don't want to talk. And I'm like, baby, you can talk to me, right? Let's just have these conversations for real good time's sake. So I was trying to put it in her head like, hey, look, when you find your guy now that you are in school, it's really, really good. It goes a long way. You guys will grow together. But as I'm listening to you, I'm just thinking that definitely you spend time with your dad, you talk to your dad, and your dad also talk to you, and you are able to receive it. So that's good. Now, let me apologize to you, Abby, and all the Gen Zs out there. I know as a coconut head uncle, so many times I might have been too stubborn. Like Sisi was saying in the chat now, say, nah, me and Papi, now we stubborn where we no get that. I know I might have been stubborn, and I might have struggled to really understand you Gen Zs, but pardon me. It's because I don't often come across Gen Z that can think deeply, and you guys are so opinionated. Like, So I'm so sorry. I hope my apology is accepted, Abby. I'm sorry if I've misjudged you guys, especially when it comes to this dating scene. I agree, I'm old school, because there are some things that you guys will say men are doing now, and I just feel like maybe when I just want somehow gaslight the men that is not really happening. But with all the sisters that I've known for a while on the chat now saying that you are actually right, it be like say we get problem for our handle. We get problem for our hand. So any young man that is listening to this conversation, please let me tell you guys, that question, what do you bring to the table, should never ever be something you ask a girl. Don't even ask a woman what you bring to the table. When you spend time with her, I mean quality time, and by the time you are around the woman for 2-3 months, you can begin to tell what exactly you can get if you are committed to that relationship and you want to take it to the next level. And you've heard, like Sister O'Shea said in the chat now, if you are one of those young men who asks a lady, what do you bring to the table? It just simply shows that you are dumb. And it shows you are just going by social media rhetorics, because what do you bring to the table is a narrative that is common on social media. All right. Okay. So before I quickly go to my my paddy, my troublemaker Abby, coming back to this auntie with bonnet, this auntie evangelist.
This is turban.
Huh?
Turban.
And not be bonnet with this.
No, this is not bonnet. Bonnet is one we used to go to sleep or to protect your hair. This is turban.
Oh, okay. Oh, turban.
Yes, Uncle Beno.
Okay, turban.
You know, but here to bring you into the Gen Z world, so we need to make sure that everything is,
Mike, I don't lie you. I will try to cope, but I don't think I can meet up with you guys. You guys are too faster than what my brain can comprehend. Uncle AB, shout out to you, Baba. AB said, Uncle B, a 35-year-old man was born in 1990, so he grew up in the 2000s.
True.
Oh, now what? Time is. Oh, time is running way too fast, though. Seriously? Wow. I had my first son in 1996. Wow. I think that boy should be, is it 29 or 39? Wait till he celebrate the other time, Seth. Nagbas boss, I just said him, happy birthday, boy. What do you want to do? From there, they bill me now. So I take forget saying they do birthday. I just leave it to him. Wow. Okay, maybe you are right. Okay. Abby, what do you, this auntie with this, I brought fertility. I brought, what did she say again? I brought fertility. When you drop rubbish into me, that rubbish you put in me make me vomit. Don't say what I bring to the table. I bring spirituality into your life. Abby, over to you, my dear.
I don't agree with her choice of words, right? Because at the end of the day, that rubbish is what has produced your children that I can imagine that are dear to you, right? So I don't agree with her choice of words. But I want to believe that all of this is just so that it can be a trendy video. I don't know. But like I said, this auntie is an example of people that you overdo, talking too much. But I do agree that question is very offensive, because as we know, even pregnancy as in itself is something that can be life-threatening. It changes even afterwards. A lot of people don't even know themselves anymore. It takes a lot, from depression to also some people never recover, and some people actually cry while at it, right? So I do agree that even for that reason, it's not fair. You're overlooking what women already contribute socially. And I always think about it, as long as you even had a mom, you have sisters that have been in your life, what kind of stupid question is that? And I think it's one of those questions, like you said. I also want to know what a man brings to the table, but I don't think he needs to be asked outrightly. Gauge the person, ask questions. I'm one person that I will send you memes. You see this kind of video that I can share with somebody that I'm talking to see what they will say. Like I said, I've once asked people that are training on social media, I've once asked them, how do you feel about VDM? How do you feel about this person? Because it makes me know how your mind works, So that's why I'm saying there's so many ways to discover what someone brings to the table without asking them, what do you bring to the table? Because let me admit and say now that as a woman, I also want to know what a man brings to the table. It is a very valid question on both sides, but you cannot ask that question directly. It's not a question that is necessary. Just gauge. That's what I'm going to say.
So you don't agree with Auntie with this energy, right?
I don't agree with her energy. I don't agree with her choice of words, especially if she actually has children from that sperm, like she said. Is she just doing the most?
I'm so sorry to all my Christian, devoted Christian sisters out there For me, when I see aunties like this, no earrings, the turban cover everywhere, no makeup, shit. I know they even dare argue with them. When you see this type of auntie, no triamo, her energy alone. Okay, I'm gonna go to Sisi. Nokudayo is here, but Sisi, while you address this stuff for me, I also need you to help me answer. There is something somebody put up here. Doopsy. Sister Doopsy dropped something here. I'm also gonna see if you can help me make it make sense. Doopsy said, a woman's comfort during pregnancy is influenced by the quality of sperm. Now, you know me, I'm a very realistic person. I am hearing this for the first time. I do believe that the quality of sperm can affect the growth of the fetus in the belly and all of that, but I have not considered this one before. Okay, that the quality of sperm determines the comfort during pregnancy. So, is Doopsy, are you agreeing with the turban auntie that men dump rubbish into their woman when they impregnated the woman? But anyway, let me hear from welcome, Sister Yinkus and
Sorry,
my Shika. Thank you.
Sorry, Uncle Ben,
You
can
say,
I reply this? Can I reply these comments about quality of sperm? I
okay,
feel
go ahead real
like
quick.
that's not exactly a fair conclusion because there's so many things that could influence
Ife?
a woman's. There's so
Which
many
Ife?
things that could influence
Oh, okay. Okay.
influence a woman's comfort, including her own health, her environment, stress,
Okay.
nutrition, medical care. You know how ready her body even is for that phase. So I think that yes, of course, the quality of sperm also plays a role, but we can't conclude it as just that because there's so many other factors. So I just wanted to say that.
All right. Let me go to my Sese. What's
Hey,
up,
Uncle
Sese, mommy?
Ben. Hey, real fam. Hey, Uncle Ben.
First
Abby,
off,
my darling. Uncle Dio, Papi in the house. Good evening.
you are greeting Uncle Dayo after you've cast me and Uncle Dayo. Say we
Of
are too
course, I
stubborn.
can still cast you, but I can still greet you at the same time.
Okay. Me too. I'm going to cast you. You
You've
do
been
too much.
casting me from the beginning. You
You-
keep saying I'm Gen Z. I'm not Gen Z. I've said this to you like a million times. I'm a millennial. I'm tired of
It's so
saying
hard,
it. But
it's so hard
continue
to
grouping us
separate you
together.
from Gen Z. It's so hard to
Pardon?
separate you from Gen Z. It's so hard. Your
It's not
voice,
hard.
your appearance, everything put you in category of
Appearance.
Gen
What
Z.
does appearance have to do with looking like Gen Z? I'm not understanding.
Okay. I'm just telling you. And you do love
So I
you
should be
too.
dressing like this auntie to be which millennial? Be Gen X or
Dress like
which one?
put on turban, tie around, no makeup. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Shout out to my sister Becky. Oh, hey Becky, how you doing, mama? Let me see what Becky said right here. Becky said, I just asked my 35 years old son. His answer was no and never. That to him, that kind of question sounds disrespectful. Oh, Sister Becky, God bless you for raising an outstanding young man right there. I will give you sachet Tennessee. I like that answer. Thank you, my sister. All right, Sissy, walk me through what I'm listening to and how quality of sperm bring discomfort to women in pregnancy.
I can't speak to that. I'm not a medical professional, but I read. I know that they say that the quality of the man's sperm will determine the outcome of the it's not really the comfort, it's more the type of pregnancy that you will have. So if your man is a smoker, he drinks, he has a poor diet, when you get pregnant, your pregnancy may have more, you may have more chance of like miscarriages. All of this is documented, it's out there. I don't know how that is because obviously, the genetics of the man do influence that because I think it builds the placenta. So if your man has got a poor diet, it will affect you in some aspect. In terms of comfort is determined by what you yourself is doing, like Abby said as well. So I don't think it's that. I think it's more in terms of lifestyle contributions, in terms of the quality of the sperm that's obviously deposited into you, as it were, as Auntie has said. But yeah, I think that's all I can speak to. We need people like Dr. A and medical professionals that can, but that's what I've read. Yes.
Okay, I agree with what you said, because even Bruno is telling me right now that sperm quality and pregnancy outcome, sperm quality play a very good role on fertilization at the fertilization stage, and then it's also said that poor quality sperm can cause fertilization failure, early miscarriage, or genetic abnormalities.
Yeah.
You know, I drop a statement at the backstage. I know my sisters go fight me, they go fight me, but I just say, let me just do stubborn and drop that. When I said,
That
did
annoying
you
comment.
know that men, we have been protecting those sperm for a very long time before we
Really?
give it to you women. You women, no woman.
Uncle Ben, your sperm is regenerated every 90 days. So how long have you been keeping it? For 3 months?
We preserve ourselves.
But yes, so as a mother, you deposit in 5 seconds and I'll carry that baby for 9 months. Do me a favor.
Sissy,
not the same.
A man who had never contracted any venereal disease, a man who consumed less sugar, a man who do not consume alcohol and all of that, that man is protecting the sperm.
Okay. How about his own kidneys, his own liver? Like, come on now, Uncle Ben. Everything is not about the woman. All of these things are also good lifestyle for your sake, not just your sperm. Oh yeah,
kidneys. What is the conversation today? Is it about your sperm?
Smoking.
No.
Your own kidney and your own liver that will have issues.
I'm telling you.
Okay. But I'm just letting you know that we carry those sperm, we also protect it, we live good. It takes a lot.
I love you're not living good, Uncle Ben. What are you saying? How many men are living good? You're all drinking, smoking, overweight, pot belly, 1 pack, 0.5 pack.
Don't include pot belly in this conversation. Pot belly has nothing to do with quality of sperm.
Pot belly has a lot to do with the quality of sperm.
You are hitting below the belt. You are hitting below the belt.
It has a lot. You're not fit. You're carrying a lot of fat. Cortisol is high in your body, around your tummy. You know that area of your tummy. Fat in your tummy is the worst that you can have.
Exactly. Your tummy will now be very hard, so you will know that it's from pounded jam and fufu.
All of that,
right.
All those soups,
rice, every time rice.
You guys are trying
to oil left, right, and center.
You see, you guys are doing the same thing this anti-Turban is doing now. Gaslighting men. That's what you are doing right now.
Uncle Ben, since you've learned gaslighting, you've not stopped saying gaslighting this whole 2025.
You know,
you're going to ban you from saying gaslighting. You're misusing it everywhere.
Gaslighting. You are gaslighting me right now, Sissy. You and Abby are gaslighting us. You people taught me now.
This gaslighting word causes problems. Uncle
I'm
Ben,
telling you, misusing this word. We're not gaslighting you. You're saying you're protecting sperm that you regenerate. If a man has a issue with his sperm, he can work on his diet in 3 months. His sperm will be at least a better quality. If a woman has fertility problems, she can't just eat food, take some supplements, and go on about her day. It's not that easy. So there's a lot of things that men can do in a short period of time that don't really affect their health long term that women cannot do. So you being able to regenerate your sperm in 3 months, as opposed to a woman who's going to carry a baby. I've carried 2 kids to term, birth them.
So, Sissy.
No drugs, no gas and air, push them out of my VJJ by myself.
Sissy.
So you cannot tell me that you're holding your sperm. What did you do with the holding your sperm? Can we be fair?
So, Sissy, you want to tell me, you and all my sisters here, you want to tell me we as men, we deserve no credit for giving you quality sperm? Is that what you're saying?
But if we didn't give you quality egg, now where do we go with your quality sperm?
But you need to know that as much as we are protecting
it's a team effort. It's not a one-sided thing. As long as I know, I've not seen anybody that's had a baby with just quality sperm.
It's not even a team effort because there's heavy lifters, and that's okay.
There's heavy lifters. It's like a relay race. You may start the race at the beginning, but the person that's gonna run to the end and cross the finish line is not the man. But we're still gonna celebrate, right? So it's a collaboration, but some people are gonna carry more weight than other people.
Jesus, yes, you are going a different route right now. Let me bring Uncle Dayo into this conversation real quick. Uncle Dayo, These, my sisters, they still don't want to accept that we actually did a great job protecting our sperm. Uncle Daniel,
If I can say something here, Uncle Beno, if I can say something here, first and foremost, I want to say something about what Abby said earlier on. And to me, I think the world has turned around to into a very, very bad dimension now. Because I want to say this for people that are listening now and for people that may be watching later on, men don't ask what a woman brings to the table. Real men don't. And if you have, and that's why I'm so proud of Abby for what she said, that if a man should ask her, she will block the man or she will walk out of that restaurant. To me, that's the best move, to show the man that he's not thinking straight. Any man that asks you what are you bringing to the table, don't even entertain him. Walk out on him straight and block him off. Because I could remember in our days, we as men, we know ourselves as the provider. We should be able to take care of you 100%. But women in their own, they will be the one that say, no, I don't want you to be doing it alone. We too want to be contributing. And I want to see men that will say, my wife, I married you not for you to come and be doing this. I want you just to stay. I'll take care of you. But because of some women say, no, I cannot stay idle. Let me work. That's why men allow their wives to work. It is not a burden on them that their man will say, go and work to support the family. No, any man that cannot support his family 100% is not worthy to be a husband. That is from our days. So that's why questions like, what are you bringing to the table can never come out from any man in our days. It's not possible. That's number one. Number two, this generation, I'm so sorry. It is the parents that brought them up, or it is the influence of the internet, or what would have been the reason why everything is now turned upside down. Where are the virtues that we supposed to be their parents? I've taught them. Because I have a married daughter and I have a granddaughter, and I have about 3 more that are already in the marriageable, in the marriageable age, that will be going to their husbands very soon. And I know what I've taught my children, taught my daughter, taught my sons. So I wonder who turned up this so-called Gen Z that are not asking for what will a woman bring to the table. Where they get it from? Because to me, it is not a question. That means you are not man enough. No real man, I repeat, should ask a woman what you are bringing to the table. Whatever a woman will bring will be from her own volition, and to just be to compliment you. Not because you really need it, but just for the woman to feel that, yes, she's doing something. So I'm really pissed about this question. Now, having to talk about the issue of sperm or no sperm. That one, to me, I don't want us to be gaslighting that, because that's like opening a can of worms. Both men and women have their own thing. Some women cannot produce healthy eggs, some men cannot produce healthy sperm. So I don't want us to go into that. Let's focus on what is good for both. Okay, women have healthy eggs, men to have healthy sperms, and whatever it is, both of us are keeping our own end. Let's keep our own end of the bargain. Because when it comes to issue of infertility and all these things comes to play. It may be the egg that is not good enough, it may be the sperm that all these issues, but I don't want us to go into that. But this woman was just trying to drag men by going into that area. She's supposed not to have even done that.
Hello,
Uncle Dayo. Yes, sir.
Now, the quality of sperm?
I didn't get that.
The quality of sperm.
The quality of sperm.
Yes.
Yeah, what's your take on that?
Yeah, what's your take on that?
I said healthy men produces sperm, quality healthy one. See, sperm is just like I want to look for something that will make people to really understand how it is. It's just like your well-being. If you are okay, your sperm will be healthy. If you are sick, you cannot produce healthy sperm. When I say sick, I don't, even if you are not in a good, because sickness is as a result of your blood function, and sperm comes from the blood. So if you have sickness in your blood, it will affect your sperm quality. Same thing with the egg too. So, but generally, men produces healthy sperms. That's why they can fertilize and have children. If your sperm is not healthy, it can never fertilize a child. That's the truth.
All right. Thank you, Uncle Dio. Thank you.
Well said,
So,
Mr. Dio.
yeah, I know you guys, everybody agree with Uncle Dio now because you speak on your side. I hope Uncle Dio is out of the black book now, Sha. NCC. Anyway.
Which black book? He's still in the black book. One
Let me
foot
tell
in
you
there,
what
one
to
foot
solve
out.
this black. Let me tell you what to solve this black book, Uncle. Uncle Dio needs to collaborate with you, Uncle Ben, to dispatch all this Hennessy, Irish cream. Who are they? I think it's Sister Inkus that wants Auntie Inkus that wants Irish cream. But just dispatch everybody's Dom Perignon, everything, and then maybe we'll forgive you. Dispatch it first.
You want us to bribe you people for gaslighting us, Abby? Anyway, Sister Toby and Tribe said, what if he doesn't ask what you bring to the table, but what you bring to the relationship? I think that's a fair question because even me, I want to know what he's bringing. Sissy, your take on this one?
I think Abby said it before. For me, and Uncle Ben, I think when we first started joining this platform, we used to have like back and forth in terms of like dating in the current space, right? And we used to tell you all the time, like, look, me personally, I don't talk a lot when I go on dates. I used to date a lot, yeah? And really, I was dating because I was bored. I was going out to eat nice food, nice restaurants, have nice experiences. And I was listening to men talk. I would allow them to talk because in their talking, they will talk, and you will hear things that they wouldn't necessarily want you to hear. But because they're talking and they're comfortable, you'll just be seeing red flags, ping, 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 as they're talking. So I think if a guy is not asking you that question, there are ways that you will know that that is the kind of question that he's leading towards in terms of you may present something. I said I used to do this a lot. I will bring up debate topics. Oh, this thing is happening in social media at the moment. What are your thoughts? To gauge their mindset. You will know the type of person that you're dealing with just from doing those things. So if somebody's asking you, oh, what are you bringing in terms of the relationship? Again, I feel like that's not really a question you need to ask somebody. If you've talked to me enough, you know my like maybe my background, maybe how I've grown up. If we're having deep, meaningful conversation, that's also something that you can observe, right? You don't need to ask me, oh, when we're in a relationship, what are you going to do? I told you, I don't give a manual for people when they're dating me. Come as you are, we'll work with what we have. In talking to you, I will understand you better. I will know what is in your capability, what's not in your capability. You will also know the same about me. I'm not going to start telling you, oh, when we're in a relationship, I'm going to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Then I want you to start doing the same and you'll start changing yourself to fit what I've just told you on the date. No, do what you want to do as you want to do it, and I'll be able to see if that works for me and the type of relationship I want to have moving forward. So to me, I don't think it's a question that's needed really. You should be able to see and judge from the comment. If you're having meaningful and asking sensible questions whilst dating, these things are things that you don't really need to ask somebody. You should be able to see it.
All right. Now, thank you very much. I think I enjoyed this conversation very, very well. It's making a lot of sense. And I thank God Abby really work with me today. She not do that Gen Z this thing a lot. So this is good. Now, before we move this into the biblical aspect of what women bring to the table, I like to play a video so that we can run the whole thing up on that. So please bear with me. I have to play this video. I must watch this video.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
All right. So earlier today, Uncle Patrick started this goes before Sister Sue come put fire. If I had known, I would have just stayed my lane, JJ. So Uncle Patrick start with this video where a woman asks Pastor Apostle Suleiman a very delicate question, and the pastor answered the question. Surprisingly, I agree with the pastor, but on a second thought, I realized that when it goes to deep conversation like this, a lot of women don't really know what they bring to the table. So let me play the video. Everybody, please pay attention to this.
Is oral sex a sin?
Huh?
Answer from the Bible. I should not talk.
Mr. Yinka,
Anything you do with your wife indoors is not a sin.
Yinka, no one.
So long as your wife and both of you agree. Everybody's looking at me and I can show you when the Bible was talking about the wife of your youth, was talking about go within thy walls, let thy hands pass through assistance. What do you think? What do you think the Bible was saying? So long it is not a fetish, a ritual, it's not diabolic, it's not, because I know many of us now go, mouth where they serve God, mouth where they shut up. You know they use that mouth to gossip person. You know they use that mouth to they lie. I know they are going to drag me on this matter. I know they will drag me on this matter. I know they will drag me. Hey, Apostle, I said another one. Save your home. Save your home.
Hello. Daddy, sir, is oral sex a sin?
All right. All right. Oh my God, Sister Yinka, I don't want trouble. I just like clarity. Okay. Now I bring this into this conversation because if you listen when I started, I went through what Bruno told me about what women bring to the table, and one of the key things that was highlighted by my Bruno is that let me find it again. Okay, Bruno said women bring economic and career contribution, household and family support, emotional intelligence, and relationship building. Under that, it says women often excel in empathy, communication, and conflict resolution, which strengthens marriage, partnership, and friendship. They bring emotional support, encouragement, and motivation, helping partners and families thrive. In many relationships, women serve as cultural and emotional anchors, sustaining traditions and fostering unity. Now, I want to emphasize this emotional support. And in the context of what women bring to the table, a lot of men are really struggling right now in their marriages and relationships because women won't do what is necessary to support their man in the bedroom. Now, I know today is Sunday, and I see that even my sister, everybody was surprised. Why did you bring this up? But let me tell you, this is happening in a church. You can see that this is a big church with huge number of followership. And the same question came up. Now, if we want to talk about what women bring to the table, is oral sex not supposed to be part of what women bring to the table? Because in case you don't know, I think I will give Gen Zs and some millennials, I will give them a little slack here. But you see those Gen Xs, many of them don't know that this is part of what they should bring to the table. So if I just want to, let me just ask you, see, stop laughing, no. Now, serious matter. There are some women that if they want to use the mic, they will give the man condition. The man must go shower first. You go shower.
Why is that not condition?
They will be peeping to make sure the man watch the mic well. If you don't watch the mic, nothing is happening that day.
Again, why is that a bad condition to put?
I'm just saying, because sometimes all of that can be excused not to do their due diligence, to remove that from what they are supposed to bring to the table. So, but within the context of what the Bible says, Sissy, why are you laughing? Let me show you what the Bible says.
I'm sorry.
I'm tired of you, Sissy.
I don't know where you're going with this conversation.
I'm not going nowhere.
I'm sorry. Asking you to wash your dingling is not a bad. It's not a bad request. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not saying you'll be troublemaker. We will get to the bottom of this, Sissy. There we go. So, when we started this morning, as the Gbasgbos was going on in the backstage, I knew, because it's a Sunday school session, I need to go and check if Bible support what I'm about to say. And this is what I found out, because I asked Bruno, what do Bible say women should bring to the table? And the answer I got is, the Bible doesn't use the modern phrase, what women should bring to the table, but it does speak to the qualities, roles, and contributions of women in various contexts: spiritual, relational, practical. Okay, here is a breakdown based on key biblical principles. I know, say una get wahala, we are here today. So first, the first thing that came up is strength of character and virtue, and Proverb 31:10. Okay, Proverb 31:10 to 31 describe the wife of noble character, a well-known passage often referenced for its depiction of an ideal woman. According to it, she brings wisdom, and that is in verse 26. She brings diligence and work ethic, verses 13 to 19, and then she brings trustworthiness, verses 11. Okay.
Uncle Ben, I have to leave. My baby is here.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. I have to go and perform my duties. Performing my duties. Okay.
Yes, see. You want to run? Lovey. No wahala. Run away now. I know you will run away.
Don't worry. I'll be back. I'll drop my comments in the backstage. What?
No wahala, Sissy. So, bye, Sissy. Thank you. So, verses 30 to 90 say, she works hard for her household and contributes economically. Trustworthiness, that's verse 11. Kindness and compassion, verse 20. Fear of the Lord, that's verse 30. All right. Keep following. Partnership and support, that is where I'm going exactly. It says in Genesis 2:18, God says, it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him. The term helper doesn't imply inferiority. It's the same word used to describe God helping his people. He speaks to complementarily support and strength. So here is the thing, coming back to what I'm asking right now. Women who does not bring that question they asked that pastor to the table, is that a woman who really want to hold the house together? Abby, okay, let me go to Uncle Dio first. Uncle Dio, can you please help us make this make sense?
Okay, sir. The thing is this. Number one, when you ask Bruno about what he thinks about what woman brings to the table, he did both spiritual and physical search and gave you that answer. When a woman, according to what you just said, when a woman provide that support for a man, men need to now start understanding why the Proverb 31 woman is all about. I believe in one thing. Don't ever ride on a high horse and look down on people that they must do this, they must do that. Why you have not played your part first as a man? What am I saying is that the reason why many of these people, some men are having issues with their partner is because as a woman has a role to play, you, the man, also has a role to play, because you must provide her with the right ambience, with the right environment for her to be able to play her own role effectively and happily well also. But unfortunately, this generation has turned everything around that they don't want to play their part, and they want the woman to still play the role that she is supposed to play. I don't support that. I don't support that. As a leader in the house, you must lead by example. Abraham is our father of faith, is our example. But do you know that Sarah respects Abraham and she calls him Lord? It's in the Bible. But if you look at the life of Sarah and Abraham, Sarah may look like kind of a alpha female, somebody that controls the husband. No, Sarah does not control Abraham, but Abraham understands her role in the home, and Abraham understands what she's doing. Abraham respects her, listens to her, and Sarah too humble herself. She humble herself that even the Bible recognizes it and says she calls Abraham our Lord. How many women can call their husband?
Uncle Dio, network. We can hear Uncle Dio again. Hello, Uncle D. Mudaron. You see? Network kick Uncle Dio out again. Network won't leave me with Abby. Mudaron like Abby. Anyway.
Uncle Ben, what do you mean?
Network kick Uncle Dio out. He won't leave me with you. I'm in trouble. Uncle Dio, you are back. I know the network was kind of funny. Hello, Uncle D.
Yes, sir.
The network was kind of funny.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Uncle D.
Go ahead.
I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So what I'm trying to say here is very, very simple, please. Let the man play his role as a man in the home. And everything you are saying about what a woman should do will be natural. It will be natural. Because it will not be like you are being forced to do it, but because it's a kind of a reciprocal thing. You give me this, I give you this. You give a woman, now there was narrative that I read somewhere. You give a woman something, you give her a sperm, she gives you a baby, you give her money, she gives you food, you give her this. So that's how women are, and that's how they are created by God himself. So what I'm trying to say, they say women are multipliers. Yes, they multiply everything. That is their nature. But when it comes to this issue that we're talking about, I don't want us to be looking at it from the angle of this generation. Because we are going to be looking at this from the angle of this generation that we are in now, there'll be a lot of goes. Let us try to establish what is actually the truth and what's supposed to be, instead of the narrative that is going on. I was reading somewhere in the comment that this generation is listening to some kind of a guys on the internet that have kind of virtually changed everything about marriage, about relationship, to what they think it should be, based on their own views, based on their own thinking, based on their own education whatsoever. But it is not so. We are all created by God, and God is our creator, and being God, he has our manual in his hands, and the manual that God gives us, okay, it's like you buying an equipment, and the manufacturer gives you a manual that this equipment that you are buying, this is the manual for you to run it. In the manual explains everything on how to handle that equipment. If you don't go by the manual and that equipment malfunctions, who will you blame? It's you. But today, what we are seeing in Gen Z is that they have abandoned the manual given to God, to them by God. They are now applying their own styles and their own system on that thing called relationship and marriage. The manual of God for marriage is the Bible. If you are a Muslim, the manual for God for marriage is the Quran.
Uncle Dio, we lost you again. Hey, Nigeria, eh? Oh, okay. I think Uncle Dio will come back. That's a good one. So, Sister Toby and Tribe is asking, why are men so obsessed with oral? Sister Toby, it is our title. It is our right. It's our right. It's part of the reason why we are concerned about the table. Oh. And Christian sisters, they are denying us our right. I can bet you the auntie that asked Pastor Suleiman that question, she's probably one of those auntie that failed to fulfill her duty according to Proverb 31. Abby, am I lying? Is it not our right?
Is what you're right.
To demand for Ora, is it not a man's right?
It's also a woman's right.
Okay. Shouldn't it be part of what a woman should bring to the table?
And it should be part of what a man brings to the table.
Abby, stop turning it around. Answer the question first now, Abby.
And that's my answer now. That yes, it's both parties' right. It's both the couple is both the one and the woman's right.
Okay, but no woman should deny a man his right, right?
Yes, and no man should deny his woman her right.
Abby, you are doing both. Today is focused on women.
Uncle Beno, I'm very
about your gender, Abby. We're talking about your gender. I need you to be fair to the brotherhood, please.
Uncle Beno, I have a problem with the word you're using, deny.
Oh, why?
Because it suggests that it's by force.
It's not by force.
Okay, so let's use a better word.
Okay, what better word is better than deny?
No, let our English scholars help us.
Abby, wait. When a woman refuses to perform her God-assigned duty, according to Auntie, that is even preaching. When a woman refuses to do that, is she not denying the man?
Yes, but the context, it makes it, because what you're asking me now is that the way you're asking it is as if it's by force. It's not by force.
Hey, I'm not saying
maybe women should have no, because this is actually a very common thing that I've heard of a lot of married couples where men just want something and that's when they want it, not realizing that sometimes we've spoken about it here before, not realizing that sometimes women have to warm up to the whole idea of wanting to, have that with her man. But like I said, I think it's important for both parties to be open-minded. So you yourself, you can't keep asking for oral and you're not willing to give back. It becomes a chore.
Well, maybe not go there.
It's not supposed to be a chore. So it should be pleasurable. So why is it now a case of, oh, this is her God-given, what's the word you use? It shouldn't really be. It should be a case of we want to enjoy our time together. And like I always say this, there's times when it's a proper experience. There's other times when it's just to get by because people are busy. Other times it's a quickie, whatever the case is. But certain words suggest that it's a chore. And most especially, it should be a two-way street. That's what I'm saying.
All right. I see Uncle Patrick is in the building. Before I quickly go to Uncle Patrick, Abby, one more question for you. Based on the video of that pastor addressing this same oral question, do you think oral is a sin?
No, of course not. I agree with the pastor. I agree with the pastor that as long as both of you are happy with it, in fact, and that's one of the reasons why certain people, like Sisi would say, they don't even wait until marriage because you want to know that you're compatible in that department. So no, I think it is definitely not a sin, and I think that people should be open-minded and should spice things up even more than you're talking about oral. There's so many things. What else is a sin in that case? So I think it's important for people to be open-minded and be ready to pleasure their partners, of course, within reason. But yeah, people need to be open-minded. Don't be tired of me now. We just started.
No. Well, I'm going to occupy it, but Sister Yika, stop. Sister Yika, you are an enabler. You are enabling Abby to escape the questions I'm asking her now, Sister Yinka. First of all, you say she's answering me. Abby wasn't answering me. Abby is asking me a rhetorical question back when I'm actually asking her to at least speak for the brotherhood. So, Sister Yinka, you are enabling this your baby. Oh, you are enabling this your baby. We are here to show them way. That is why we are having this Sunday school. Sister Yinka said, you don't want your mic in the mouth of an angry wife. I will leave that to Uncle Patrick to answer. Uncle Patrick, you're welcome, sir. Uncle Patrick, you're actually the one that started our Sunday school today with that video from Pastor Suleiman. And I was laughing when I watched the video and I said, okay, I think Uncle Patrick himself, as well as Uncle Dio, they will be those in the right position. Come and tell us if oral using the mic is a sin or not. So, Uncle Patrick, two things, sir. First off, this our auntie with no earring, Pastor Mrs. Evangelist, she had a stand when it comes to what do women bring to the table. And she said, as far as she's concerned, she brought fertility to the table and then many other things. You will help us address that and then help us address if oral is a sin. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Uncle Ben. And all real farm. Happy, Uncle Dio,
Uncle
Sissy.
Patrick, our godfather.
How are you?
Welcome, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Abby is actually my daughter. I've got a 28 years old daughter too.
Oh, wow.
God
You
bless
can
you.
understand Abby better with that, sir. I can never understand her and her people. Abby, no, all those Gen Z, I can never understand them.
Yeah, she's blessed with wisdom. Yes, don't worry. We are praying for you. You carry the bone of your bone and your flesh of your flesh.
Amen.
Yeah,
Thank you, Uncle
God will prosper you. Don't worry. Yeah. Uncle Ben, you actually answered that lady's question. The one, yeah. You nail it. You know, sometimes I don't want to talk because Uncle Ben, you've said it all. So I know Uncle Ben is capable. That's why I just relax.
No, my sisters are not agreeing. No, they want to fight.
Let me summarize what you just said. And from what I agree with the sisters, that you're on your first dating, you are asking what a woman has brought to the table. It doesn't make sense. This kid's supposed to be taught. Uncle Ben, you need a school to tutor all our boys. I'm serious.
They go call me old school. They don't go listen.
No, which kind of school?
You see how
okay, Uncle Ben, if you like, use chat GPT to date a woman online. You now go see meet now. Yes, you see meet now. Now go stay together. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so it
sir.
doesn't make sense. You need to understand each other. Before you can even date a girl out, you must find her attractive. That is something that will draw him or her to you for her to, okay, let's go on a date. Get to know each other. Don't just bring that to the table. What are you bringing to the table? What do you mean by that? It doesn't even make sense. You need to know each other, grow together, know each other's family. You know, I said something before. They call people NFA, no future ambition. You know, people that have no future ambition. They don't want to do jam. They didn't finish college. They are not, they are polytechnic for 5 years, 10 years. You know, those are NFAs. But you see a guy that has got a degree, has a good job, has a skilled job, is doing fine, even with the harsh economy. You know, you guys are going to make it. Everybody started that same way. So why are you asking, what have you got to bring to the table? And so what? For what? And thank God for the experience. I'll be related. I'll be, God bless you. It is well with you. You know. So anything can happen even in a marriage. Don't just begin to ask people, what have you brought to the table? You know, that's childish. Get to know each other. This guy is serious with his life. You know, he has a skill. He's a responsible guy. You know, marriage is for better, for worse. Is he ready to stick with you? in the rain, in sunshine, you know, is he a womanizer? Is he a responsible guy? Those are the things we look at. If you are, what do you call? Jeff Bezos, no divorce. Bill Gates, no divorce. Nasi Dangote husband, a wife. I beg. I'm not using negatively. I'm just citing an example. You want an everlasting relationship, a responsible man. It has nothing to do with money alone. Somebody that will not give you mental health. That he is here messing around, you know, he's not responsible, not there with the children, you know. You have to be available for your wife and for your husband as well. It's not somebody that you do DNA and find out of 6 children, only one is yours. No. Or it's not a man that you find out that this man has different baby mama. So which kind of man be this? So it goes a long way. That's what I got to say about that. And for the issue of the question being asked by that woman asking for is oral sex a sin? Definitely not. But most importantly, consent is very important. And it depends on from where that woman or where that man is coming from. If you listen to the end of that video, Suleiman gave an example. That was this guy that was married to this lady, and this man was a freaky, you know, even though she was in the church, he's been born again, and you know, for 10 years he knows how to perform. But when he went out church, he now cool down. So when he asked the woman, say, can we do this? The woman said, where is that one coming from? You need to pray. He said, for 3 days. The woman said, man, is this the person you are? No, you can't condemn people like that. And you know, somebody may not want to do oral sex with you, but like I said, you have to know where that person is coming from. You can't force anybody to do it with you. Pastor Shola,
Absolutely.
I've always been saying that. Pastor Shola says that a lot. Consent is very important. Consent is very important. Yes. Get to know, yes, can this person, somebody that's if not, maybe she's a virgin, she has not even had that experience in her life. I want to introduce that. I will say, no, I'm sorry, I can't. And you know, let me tell you, a woman, for example, a woman in general can do anything depending on you. Yeah.
Thank you, Uncle Patrick. Now, Uncle Patrick, I know we are rounding up now, but one question just popped up in my mind, and I want to ask: is it not a sin for a man, a Christian man, who pray and fast and do everything, going down on a woman? Is that not a sin?
Pastor, that man answered it. Yeah, if the man say wants to go down, that man, the pastor Apostle Lemon just answered it. Confide of your house with your wife. It is not a sin. He said the same man that you use in lying, the same man you used to by birth, you know, if the consent is there, the woman say, okay, you can do it. Yeah.
So, biblically speaking,
It's not there in the Bible. But the Bible says, enjoy the wife of your youth. Let her breast satisfy you. So if you are putting a woman's breast in your mouth as a man, is your man defiled?
Oh God. Combining this with tradition get us a bit small, so
Well, that's why I say whatever, God does not enter inside your bedroom to judge you with your wife. They don't even tell us what Solomon did. The Bible told us what Solomon did? No. Uncle Ben, it's you.
Uncle Ben, can I ask you a question, please?
Let me go, Uncle Ben. I have to do something.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Hi,
Uncle.
Uncle
God
Patrick.
bless
Thank
you,
you
sir.
so much,
We
sir.
appreciate you all the time. All right,
Yes.
Abby, Kuku, finish me now as we are.
Can I ask you a question? So,
Mhm.
what part of tradition supports that you shouldn't have oral sex? You shouldn't go down on your woman. Like, what is the angle? What is traditional about it? Or what is untraditional about it?
Okay. We have traditional religion, right?
Yeah.
And in traditional religion, we use herbs
Okay.
and roots. And we also invoke the spirit of terrestrial bodies. I mean,
Okay.
we said that they talk
Okay.
now. In the traditional realm, in the spiritual realm, traditionally, there are so many things a man should be wary of if they truly believe in tradition. For instance, tradition wise, you are not supposed to cover your head with a woman's wrapper. Have you heard that before?
No, I don't really know much about tradition.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, in the traditional religion beliefs, there should be no way a woman should cross over your head. Like, you know how you can be playing with your wife, maybe you back her up, you people are just playing around there, then you fell down, then the woman just in the process of getting off you, she stepped over your head, like your head is literally under her
Legs.
her legs, when
Yeah.
she passed by. Traditionally, it shouldn't be done. It has repercussion. And also, in tradition, because of the use of herbal roots and all of that, animals and all of that, some food, some meat are forbidden. So there's just so much to consider traditionally. So if you want to go through traditional religion route, a man is not supposed to be using his mouth the other way around when it comes to intimacy.
Okay, no problem.
So
I want to ask a question now.
now,
So, from a traditional standpoint, when a man considers something like this, does it mean that every single rule he follows, including that meat that he's not supposed to eat, does he follow every single rule? Because I find a lot of people tend to choose what's convenient for them. It also happens in Christianity. It has
I,
nothing to do with, it happens in Christianity. And that's the problem I have. Would you now see that as a traditional man, you don't feel the need? Because again, remember that even us that are Christian, we talk about how some things in the Christian are just not realistic to apply in modern times. So that's the way I feel about tradition. It's also religion. There's so many things that you might have to adjust because at the end of the day, in that same tradition, is there no part of the tradition that says that your wife's comfort or happiness is a priority?
okay, I'm going to admit right now. Shout out to my brother, man of prestige, Babao Alpha. MOB say question came after she called man of God Zaddy. May God forgive women, I swear. Hey, MOP. Now, Abby, to answer your question and to be honest with you, I think the traditional religion did not really put women's feelings into consideration. The traditional religion more or less see women as not servants, but more or less like somebody who is supposed to serve man.
Okay.
Yeah. So in the traditional religion settings, women are not that a priority. Like they don't really have a say that much. So most of all this, you have to consider a feeling. You have to no. It's really don't work like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So and in traditional beliefs, some of the things you do with a woman can actually make you weak as a man. Ask other people, they will tell you.
I've actually heard that before.
Yeah, so
But like I
that
said, my own is that if that's how you feel, make sure that the meat that they say you should avoid, just have make sure you avoid everything they say you should avoid. Not when it comes to pleasuring your woman. Now you now remember that you're a traditionalist. That's all I'm saying.
okay. Yeah, you're right. Sister Yika won't fight. Sister Yika say, if the traditional man is against performing it on his woman, then he shouldn't ask for it in this in this day and age. I think I agree with that though. I think I agree. Yeah. Well, this has been a very fantastic conversation. I'm even happy that we can have some level of understanding around this topic. And shout out to all my sisters and everybody who make it make sense. First off, the lessons we extract today so far is that, dear brothers, do not make the mistakes of asking women, what do you bring to the table? In fact, let me put a timestamp here. All right. So, dear brothers, do not make the mistake of asking a woman, what do you bring to the table? If you are listening to me and you are below the age of 40, if nobody has ever told you this, I'm telling you now, as your coconut head uncle, do not ask a woman, what do you bring to the table? That is a very, very disrespectful question. Now, I said it's disrespectful because telling a woman, like maybe Abby now is like, oh, I want to marry her, and I just look at Abby, knowing fully well what she does, where she walk, how she appear, how she conduct herself, and everything. And because I want to marry her, we're dating. I now say, let me ask her, hey, I'll be willing to ask you, but I don't think I should wait until the appropriate time to ask you. Abby, do you mind if I ask you, what do you bring to the table? Abby, what would be your response if I say that?
I already said that if it's asked over text, I'm going to block you, and if it's asked in person, I'll walk away. I said that in the beginning.
All right. So, my dear young men out there, do not ask women, what do you bring to the table? However, if you think maybe there are areas that you are not clear about what she would do if you guys are married, you can have a decent conversation with her. Like, you both sit down and you have a very productive conversation. You lay it out, ask her, okay, mama, I want to just make sure we are both on the same page. I want to know, professionally, what are your plans for the next 5 years? Is it part of your plan that you want to start a family? You want to have you want us to have our kids within the next 5 years? Okay, when we have the children, um, is it your plan that you're just gonna hang on to your job, and maybe your job will be like your number one priority, which means we may have to keep the kids with babysitters, or we may need to hire a house help? I just want to know, what are your plan now? Abby, how does that sound? Does that sound like a
Okay,
reasonable?
so that's in marriage, right? What you're saying is in marriage.
Like, we are planning to get married.
Yeah, okay, what I'm going to suggest is, you know what Sissy says? Sissy said, when you meet people, you need to let them talk. And this is on both sides. You need to listen more than you talk in a lot of situations. And Uncle Ben, just like our backstage where we send memes from TikTok, Instagram, everybody that I've dated, we follow each other on social media. So I'm sending stuff. And because I tend to date people that are also quite intellectual, what happens is we tend to have conversations about this stuff. It tells a lot. See this auntie now, this turban lady, this born again woman. Imagine sending this to your girlfriend or that you're talking to, and she said, "Oh yes, she's right. Men's sperm, I curse." You now will now start thinking, calculating that why is she so extreme in the way she thinks? Am I dating a feminist or am I dating a misandrist? Right? So it doesn't always have to be direct. People will always show themselves. I like to discuss social topics with my man. The way we're talking about this thing now is something that I can talk to with someone I'm talking to. Did you see what VDM did today? Like I said to you, I had somebody that was defending VDM to the point where I couldn't talk, to the point where he actually hung up on me. And
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm not joking. How can VDM come between us like this? VDM? Do we know VDM from anywhere before? Why would any random person on the internet cause you to hang up on me? Oh, you just don't understand. VDM is the savior of Nigeria.
And he's a man, right?
32-year-old man.
He's a man.
32-year-old
He
man.
lives in Nigeria.
He lives in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands.
And he's not crazy about Nigeria and VDM, and he's in Amsterdam.
I couldn't believe it. When I see what I'm saying about, you don't have to ask direct questions. That one just made me realize that this one here. So my follow-up question later on when I spoke to him was, now I wanted to set trap for him about how he felt about how women are, or how women present themselves. Are you misogynistic? I set trap for him. He jabbed again. I said, very good. This is the end of this. So that made
shout out to babe, my honey babe. Welcome, mama. We are still here, honey babe. Your sister, don't let me rest. All right.
So it's not always about direct questions. Sometimes it's just social stuff. Another one that happens a lot is when they talk about their own friends.
Okay.
They will come and give you one gist and tell you their stance on the gist. Hey, what do you mean?
In other words, they are sending coded message to you.
Thank you. And again, this is not a woman. This is on both sides. Men as well. Listen to women. Listen to a woman that will tell you that she followed her friend to where her friend went to cheat. Like some of these things, they think they will think they're giving you gist.
Wait. They actually told you they followed their friends to where their friend cheats?
I had a situation where it was a male friend was reporting somebody to me, basically.
Yeah.
And he was just telling me, and there's things like that where a woman would tell you, oh my God, there was this time my friend was cheating on her boyfriend. It's like, okay, so you were happy with it. You didn't think you should hold her accountable. It's little things like that where they think they are giving you gists, but it shows their asses more than they realize.
Agreed. I agree 100%.
Men will be telling you about how they're proud of their friends for cheating. It is what it is, but that's not really his wife. It happens. You know how to wonder what his mentality towards cheating is. It happens all the time. But they will think that you guys are so cool and you're just talking, you're just gisting, you know?
Okay. Okay, by the way, Abby, I know this is not, it's still related to the table discussion we are having, but I just wanted to ask this. These men that are asking what you bring to the table and they are acting funny, do they look certain way? Like, do they have certain quality and characteristics, like in terms of job, education? Is there anything you see that you can say is like a common denominator to all these men that are moving this way?
No, the only thing I would say is I don't know how to the term to use. Is the only thing I would say that is a lot of them, in my opinion, tend to be high flyers.
Okay.
So that mentality of people that think everyone
high flyers.
So they're doing pretty well career-wise. So the mentality is that gold digger mentality, like somebody's going to dig gold that they don't have. So I find that you find it to a lot of boys, or a lot of men rather, they actually act like boys. So boys is appropriate. But you find it to a lot of men that are in certain career paths that give them a certain trajectory, like finance and all of that stuff. Those ones that will always wear suits, they always do that. The Canary Wolf people were trying to explain to you yesterday. You find that they have this weird mentality that you're there to dig some sort of gold that they don't even have to begin with, because a lot of men have worked their way up. You're just starting. What's your problem? So that's what I find. But again, it's one of those ones where that's just stereotype, right? It can be anybody. But most of them, the fear is that you're there to get something from them. I also found
despite the fact that you are almost at the same level as them, or even maybe more than them, they still believe that this person is coming to dig.
Okay, so Uncle Ben, no, personally, for my safety, because this question comes in very early on. That's another thing you have to understand. It comes. That's why I said most of them, if you ask via text, you saw that they don't even get. You don't even get to the first day before this question is asked. It's a very quick question. And personally, for my safety, I don't tend to, except you know me from a mutual friend and they've already spoken about me, I don't tend to divulge what I do for a living.
That's a good one.
To the full extent. So I'll just say, oh, I work in strategy. But you know that there's a lot more to, it's not, strategy is broad. But it's, I work in a specific industry. I work in strategy, but I try to dance around the question about what I do.
But do you think maybe your appearance and maybe first impression is why they are asking what do you bring to the table? Because I'm gonna be candid with you. I've been to your Instagram, I've been to many sisters' Instagram and all of that, especially the younger sisters. And when I get to the Instagram, I just wanted to have an idea of the kind of lifestyle this person is living.
Yeah.
So if it is interesting, I would like to also find out what kind of job is this person doing. So now, if I see a beautiful lady with awesome Instagram profiles and all of that, and I couldn't find what she does for a living, the assumption we have nowadays is that should be a baddie. And when we call somebody baddie, you know what goes with baddie? It means like runs gay kind of thing. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Maybe that is why those boys are asking.
Okay, so here's the thing. I think I touched it on this like slightly on one of our shows where I said I've met a few men that have met me outside of Instagram and then saw my Instagram and were like, whoa. But it was not from a point of view of bad. It was more from a point of view, can I even afford your lifestyle? And they got intimidated. Now, here's the thing. I always say this. I've actually gone through a phase of sharing my career on social media, but I decided by myself that because of how social media is a double-edged sword, I don't want to share my family and I don't want to share my career on a lifestyle page.
Yeah.
Just recently as well, I actually was talking to Cincinnati because I reached out. I have a business where we just got distribution into supermarkets, and I was talking to PR and they were trying to say that they were trying to figure out if I wanted to be the face of the business or not. And I said, and they were trying to tell me how I have to give up a couple of things. So they want more corporate pictures. They want me to remove bikini pictures. They want me to, and I said, you know what, I don't want to do anymore. But I said,
remove all those things from your Instagram.
So they wanted me to put more pictures of my day-to-day life, pictures in the factory, pictures of me wearing smart outfits, take out my bikini pictures, take out this, take out that. That would be the image that they think would work best with this boss babe thing that I'm doing with the factory. And I'm thinking about it because it's a huge lifestyle change from what I wanted my Instagram to be about, if that makes sense. So I say this to say that, yes, I've had that situation where there's men that have met me off of Instagram and then saw my Instagram later and just thought, oh my God, you're too much to handle. I can't afford your lifestyle. And there's other men that really, really liked it, right? At the end of the day, I see a lot of influencers get married to regular 9-to-5ers every weekend. It just really depends on the man. The man can have a conversation about what it is that you bring, what it is you are, For me, the last guy that I spoke to that was intimidated by my Instagram, it was very weird because I had met him through a mutual friend and he did not know anything about my Instagram. I met him at a party at my friend's gathering. And we had such intellectual conversation because he also works in analytics, right? And we spoke about like programming and all sorts. So it was so weird that at the end of the night, after we finished, he just kind of judged me by my Instagram. So yeah, it's a double-edged sword. But really, actually, I always say there's no point in me not presenting my full self to someone just in an attempt to, should I say, coax to what they think an ideal woman should be.
All right.
But I'm one person that I always preach about how Instagram is not real life.
Yeah.
I don't look the way I look on my Instagram every single day because there's days when I'm just in a rush. I can't be bothered. My hair is not always laid. And most especially, I think there's so much for Uncle Beno. I know you know this because you're a content creator. A lot of things are curated. They are created to look that way. I also shared in somewhere on one of the shows that I had a man who for the last man I dated a year ago, I think I would say for 9 months, because of the sort of person I am, my personality is a bit odd. I'm a very, how do I explain it, Uncle Beno? I don't fight battles, I fight wars. For the most part, yeah.
You can't be fighting war. These are the things Gen Z says that say my
Wait, now let me land, Uncle Ben. So the man
fighting war.
You have to pick your battles, and I can't fight every day. So I'll just wait until the day that it matters. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
So he was bothered because for, let's say, 9 months, we did not have any quarrel. He will come to me and say, am I doing okay? I'm like, yeah. Because he came from a relationship where he fought with his girlfriend every week. Every week he fought with his girlfriend. So he was shocked that he's now in a relationship where this girl does not have any issues with me. But I'm thinking, I don't have issues with the fact that you dropped the cup here. I will just pick the cup up myself. I have issues with things that really matter. So I'm not here to bicker every day about something. That's not my personality. I don't have time for it. So the one day that we fought after 9 months, this guy was so shocked. We couldn't get past it, Uncle Beno. Because as far as it's concerned, I was so perfect that I did not have any issues. I was not allowed to have any issues because look at your Instagram. Look at how you carry yourself. Look at how you speak. Look at how you look. So because of this, I'm not allowed to have emotions pretty much, you know? So that was my one experience where I just thought to myself, I want to be your piece, but apparently you wanted me to be your pieces. You wanted me to, because I don't understand. I'm trying not to fight.
You now give it to him, Boost.
No, that 9 months, you know what's crazy about it? Like, I'm being very honest. It was not even a fight. We went on holiday. We came back and I said, I want to speak to you about something that happened on holiday, Uncle Ben. And this guy could not take criticism. Oh, why are you saying that about me? He just could not take, it was not a shouting matter. It was just a case of, this is what happened. I don't like it. He couldn't take criticism. And I know what I realized that I messed up at that point. I have babied this guy for almost a year. It wasn't even 9 months, it was like 11 months. I have babied this guy for almost a year, that now that I'm showing him that I can speak up for myself and I can have these conversations, he can't take it because I'm supposed to always be meek and quiet and not complain about anything. So I should have started complaining from the first month.
See, Abby, I'm sorry. I have to speak about this as an uncle.
Yeah.
You know how I am when it comes to accountability. No thanks to Honey Babe. Honey Babe is the one who that. You know, I have a problem with you babying him that long.
I know.
Okay, so I want to ask, is there something about him that makes you feel, okay, let me hold on, let me not talk, let me just chill, let me just maintain him, he will get to understand? Is there something about him that make you feel like that?
Yeah, so generally, outside of, because Zeno is my friend, she will even testify, generally, I'm not someone that is quarrelsome. I don't know how to explain it. I'm someone that unfortunately can just leave things. I laugh over things and just keep it moving, right? I calculate, I sit with myself. So I sit, if you offend me now, Uncle Ben, I won't tell you anything today. I will sleep. I will wake up tomorrow and say, Uncle Ben, I want to speak to you about something that happened yesterday.
Yeah,
the reason is for me to regulate my emotions, because I like to have conversations. I don't want to shout. I don't want to cry. I'm very emotional. So I've learned that about myself already. So we can be together now. You will not think there's a problem until tomorrow, right? And sometimes I'm just very honest and say, I'm being honest here. It has rubbed people off the wrong way because they felt like, why did you not tell me immediately you were angry? And I've tried to explain to them that it's because if I tell you something when I'm angry, I don't want to say the wrong words. I don't want to cry and then not be able to express myself, right? Okay. And then what's the point if I'm shouting and I'm upset when I want to sleep on it?
You see, but I'm not talking about shouting or yelling. I'm just saying
I'm getting somewhere. So generally, that's my attitude, right, towards quarrel, right? So with this guy in particular, he was my friend. We used to work at the same place, but we didn't date until I left the place. So he was my friend for a long time. He saw me through that my engagement. He saw the pain I went through. And coincidentally, he also went through a very crazy relationship. Now, at some point, it almost seemed like we're talking about relationships. And then I found out that he was with a woman who he kind of felt like he couldn't do anything right to please her. Am I going somewhere? So I think there's a part of me that knew that, okay, I knew that I wanted to be safe for him in a sense where I wanted him to be able to express himself without being judged. But I did not know that I was doing the wrong thing. And quite frankly, it's not even about me, it's about him. And just feeling like if you tell him anything, you're against him. It doesn't matter how loving, it doesn't matter if you write it. In fact, there was a time when after that one, I was just like, okay, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to even write a letter. Maybe he will understand me better. There's no method I did not try. But he was just in the face of the world is against me. Right. And I realized, like I said, I realized that I made a mistake. I shouldn't have made this guy feel like he was perfect, because no, he wasn't perfect. I just overlooked a couple of things because I just felt like it's not a big deal until the one that really mattered to me, which was a communication issue. You leaving your shoes in a place that doesn't matter, that's not where it's dedicated to shoes, is not a big deal to me, right? But you not communicating is a big deal to me. It is a relationship.
You mean you not communicating is a big deal?
Now, him not communicating properly, like the way he didn't communicate properly, that's what caused
now, Abby, this is not just about you. This is just for all young girls out there that may be navigating the same situation now. You see, from the moment the guy can pull his shoe and drop it anywhere and it doesn't bother you, that is the moment you are actually creating problem for yourself in a relationship, because ideally that behavior need to be tackled. I'm not saying tackle in terms of maybe having bitter fight or something over it, but the moment you correct that, hey, don't you think it's kind of odd the way you just pull your shoe and you just drop it anywhere? You are already sending signal to his medulla oblongata
that you don't take nonsense.
Yeah, it's not like you don't take nonsense. It's you setting boundary.
Boundaries,
That's what it means. So it's not like, oh, because if we are talking in terms of taking nonsense, it sounds negative to people who hear.
Boundaries,
setting boundary. You see? So now, if you don't overlook the fact that he can throw his shoes anywhere, those are just minor things. The moment you overlook it, the moment you don't overlook it, he will now knows that, okay, if this guy can pay attention to something and see significance as me just pulling off my shoe and throwing it everywhere, definitely, if I'm going to do something bigger than that, she will be worried. But you see, when you look at, go and Google mistakes Gen Z make in committed relationship. Take note, not relationship, in committed relationship, the mistakes that Gen Z make. That, what we are describing right now, is mistake number 6. That's what Gen Z does. Gen Z typically avoid conflict when they think they are in love, because a lot of time, Gen Z don't really experience true love. They experience infatuation. You know, when what infatuation, right? What you got going on is really not love, but it brings the semblance of love. That's what Gen Zs have mostly nowadays. So, because that is right there, the moment Gen Z try, don't let me, I think this thing is just minor thing. I don't want to upset him. He might think, oh, I'm trying to control him. Let me just let it go. I'm going to wait until something bigger happen, and then we can just remember, the boys you guys are also dating now, they are Gen Z just like you guys. Many of them are pampered by their parents. Majority of these boys, I'm sorry to say, majority of these boys, they grew up with soft parenting. I've said this before. I think me and Sister Yinka and somebody, we often discuss this thing either on our show here or something. You see, the mistakes, the things that we, people my age and older, like people like Uncle Dayo, Uncle Emeka, like Uncle Patrick, they are set. Where did they pass through? They don't want their children pass through them. my own set now. What do we experience? We don't want to make our children experience them. You know what that leads to? It usually leads to soft parenting. So you have to remember as a young lady that just as much as your parent cared for you, protect you, provide for you, nurture you, no beating. I can bet, Abby, as you are talking right now, I feel bet say, even though because say you don't tell me say you grew up for barrack, have you talked say they no beat you one day?
No.
Hey.
Beat yourself that could have landed me in hospital. No, not at all.
So, Abby, the same way they don't touch people like you and many other young ladies.
They beat me very well, Uncle Ben. No, that's not what I said. Though.
I'm just giving you an example. Even if they beat you, it not be like they can't beat you where we will receive now. They beat you like say they won't kill you.
Yes. I just said that I got my mom.
How do you pass your boundary?
I'm not joking. I'm actually not joking. I was Uncle Ben.
You were in Nigeria at the time, right?
I was in Nigeria. I only came to London after secondary.
That is where the FIPA beat you anyway. But in a nutshell, what I'm saying is that many of the boys you have out now, majority of them grew up with soft parenting. Majority of them grew up with a sense of entitlement. It only takes some parents who will bury their feet on the ground and say, not on my watch. For you to see some boys out there now that don't have this sense of entitlement. And that is why it's common for ladies now to come across boys who just feel like, well, if I'm dating you, I'm doing you a favor. It's common with them. If I used to say something, and I think no male Gen Z will agree with me. I used to say that, look, from the moment a girl agrees to be your girlfriend, to the point that she started committed relationship with you, to the point that she agrees to marry you, she's actually doing you a favor. That is so weird to hear somebody like me said, right? Now, if you tell a boy, a Gen Z boy or a millennial man that a woman who agreed to marry you is doing you a favor, what be that name? They go call me simp. I think I'm going to be a simp. That's what they call me, right? Yeah. All right. But the statement I made is coming from a place of wisdom and understanding, a place of knowing that if a woman is married to you, she actually brought herself, her life, everything to you, which is like what we are talking about today. Now, what do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that is it. That's why I'm just saying that based on the scenario you painted, Abby, the moment you overlook this guy pulling shoe today, it's like it really doesn't matter. Tomorrow he's supposed to do something, a day on top game, they play game. Po! You know the way they play game this day, it drives me crazy. Even my 10 years old. Sometimes I go from downstairs and I go there. I say, boy, I don't want to hear one more noise up there because they go play game. Yeah, you know. You see a grown-ass man playing game. That is still one thing I can't fathom till tomorrow. 30 years old.
I feel like once I got out, because I have to leave the relationship, once I got out of it, I realized that's what, you remember I made that statement that I knew that I should have started fighting from month one in that case. But most especially, I realized that I had no business being in that relationship because it was almost like a rebound in a sense, where I was also very exhausted because I had gone through what was a tough year from, engagement and my mom passing and all. So I think I was in that relationship very exhausted and realizing that conflict was the least of my problems. And I just wanted comfort, if that makes sense. So it's one of those odd ones as well. But Uncle Ben, I have a question for you.
Yep.
I was talking to my friend earlier today, and we were analyzing a relationship situation. And I don't know if you've heard this saying that men like weekend women. Have you heard that saying before? That a lot of men like weekend women.
Wicked women.
Wicked women, yes.
A lot of men like wicked women.
Have you heard it? Have you heard that saying before?
What I heard is that a lot of men like nasty women, baddie.
No. Maybe it's a Gen Z thing, yes. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about.
Where is this one coming from again? A lot of men. Who is teaching you for God's sake?
Let me explain. So, maybe wicked is an extreme word, but maybe when I put things to context, you understand what wicked means in
All
this
right.
context.
Okay, bring
So
it
that's
on.
what I say. So what happens is, see what Toby and Tribe said exactly. So what happened is, my friend was trying to talk to this guy, and she was nice, she was sweet, blah blah blah. Now, because we're all friends and I know this friend, so this guy is my childhood friend, so I know him more than the girl that he was talking to, who is also my friend. And then I found out that he was talking to another girl who doesn't treat him well. And it's a very common thing. So the question my friend was asking me today is, Abby, why is it that a lot of women, Sister Inky said, Gen Z, please. Why is it that a lot of men can't see a woman that treats them well and decide that, you know what, I'm going to give this woman the world because she has presented herself to me like this? But there'll be another girl that you have to do so much, go to
Mhm.
the ends of the earth for, jump over so many hurdles, she'll be giving you bad attitude, all sorts of things. That's the one that those men would do everything for. But the woman who has come down to your level, has shown you lots of affection, lots of love, giving herself to you on a platter of gold, pretty much. That's the woman that men would take advantage of, or not take advantage of, take for granted. But no, this thing happens all the time. But there's the woman that doesn't care for you, the woman that you have to chase. And I mean, there's no difference in, should I say, beauty level. It's not even about beauty, it's not about physical appearance. It's just the attitude of a woman that is giving, a woman that is loving, a woman that is open, upfront. There's also a woman that you have to chase. That's what's going on in our generation now. Is that woman they have to chase, that woman that is mean to them, that ends up coming out on top. Why?
Okay,
It's
you want
like to me, because me, if a man gives me the world, I will give him the world in return.
okay, you truly want me to answer that, to be honest?
Please. I don't
Uh,
understand it.
Uncle Dayo is back. Let Uncle Dayo chip in first. Uncle Dayo, over to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Abby, this question that you're asking is actually very, very interesting, and I'm so happy that you asked this question. I'm going to let you in on guy's secret. Naturally, God created men to be hunters. Are you getting me? Every man that instinct in them, we are hunters. When we are hunting for something, we can go all the way to get it. The moment we get that thing, our interest fade. We look for something else to hunt. Now, unfortunately, this thing carries over into relationships. When a girl is giving a guy a bad boost, maybe as per their relationship, maybe she's not succumbing, or maybe she's not letting in, she's not giving in, the guy will keep pursuing the girl, doing everything to be and simply because guy sees it as a competition, as something like a quest, not even a competition. You see it as a quest that I must conquer, I must win. So it brings out that thing in him to go after the girl, to do everything to make sure that yes, that after the whole thing, if he finally now gets the girl, now feel like he will now feel fulfilled that yes, I've got her. Yes, I'm okay now. It's a man thing, it's an ego thing. Okay. Now I will say that I want you
Hey.
Oh,
women
could die.
for granted. Like
Okay.
yes, I think it's not that every guy take women for granted like that. Are you getting me? Because
Yeah.
in most cases, when you see when you see a sincere guy, once he's interested in you and he hunts you through the mountain, through the valley, through the old, through the church, whatever way you go, and he finally gets you. Sincere guy will surely settle down and say, yes, I've gotten now. Now I can relax. But an adventurous guy will get you and move on to the next one. That's why we have issues. So if after catching you, after all the loopholes, all the problems, all the difficulties that you made him to pass through, and he still does not settle down with you, then it's never meant for you. Please don't make that mistake. You always keep looking out and don't try to tie him down. If any man that comes for you finally wins your heart and does not continue to shower you with that seriousness, with that kind of affection that he first showed you, and he now start moving on to something else, please let him go. It's not for you. The one that's meant for you will chase you through everything, and then the moment it finds you, if you don't, I'm telling you, please come and know my pipe. Come, when am I coming
God
to see
bless you.
your father? When am I coming to see your parents? When am I coming to my house? You know that this one is serious. So he will take, because if not for what you have even made him to pass through, he will have even made that proposal earlier. But because he has finally gotten you now, he will want to die there. So you must be able to know the difference between these two. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle Dio, man. This is really interesting. Abby,
Sir?
if I have to add to what Uncle Dio said, I know this question is not even your question. I think you are speaking on behalf of all young girls right now.
Yeah,
Because
it's a common thing. Like I said, my friend is the one that had the conversation with me about a boy that
yeah,
she's seeing. And I said, Omo, I don't understand because I have now attained a level of wickedness that she has not attained. So she's asking me, Abby, how do you do it? I'm like, you have to do it. You have to do it. You just have to be wicked. That's all I'm gonna say.
don't be wicked. It's not being wicked. I don't want to put it like being wicked. You know, we had this conversation I think 2 days ago, and I was talking about, I think towards the end of our show, I was praying to the single sisters, and I said, change your prayers from God, I want to find my husband, to God, let my husband find me. You remember that conversation?
Yes, I
It
do.
was one of our show.
Yeah.
Because the trick is this. Uncle Dayo did justice to it, and exactly, you know, if a man is chasing you, if a man is looking for you, if he's the one that truly desired you, 10 years later, 15, 20, you're still going to see it in his character that he's still chasing you.
But Uncle Ben, this generation, they chase you when they not get you.
Here's
When
the
you not lose guard.
No, it's not matter of lose guard. I think it's a problem of discernment. A lot of young ladies now, I think they can't differentiate a boy who is truly chasing you from a boy who is just after you. It's not the same. Many of these young folks are into what do we call it now? Conquering. Like they are counting numbers.
Yeah.
That's what many of them are doing now. Oh, that girl, well, I've been there. Oh, that one, oh yeah, she's the new girl on the bricks, man. Who's dating her? Who's with her? Oh, nobody. All right, guys, let's see who's gonna get her first. Many of them are using girls just for games, but a lot of girls, they don't have the ability to identify what exactly can I look out for. If for me to know that this guy he's not just chasing, he's after something. That's the difference. I covered the wedding, I think early this year, I think around February or something. I covered that wedding somewhere above Texas. The bride and groom, they have been in relationship for 14 years and they are still young couple, very, very young. The senior sister is the one that say no, they must hire me, and the senior sister is an event planner. We work together, like she do bigger event and things like that. And the senior sister is actually around 30, so she herself, she's like 26 or 27, and both of them, they have been in relationship for 14 years. I read it on their program. It's on their website too. Young folks. Now, when I look at the boy, he has added some weight, but he still looks good anyway. But it doesn't bother them or anything. So where I'm going is, what we should rather teach our young daughters is how to identify guys who are chasing you because they want you, not the one who are chasing you because of what you represent. You see the difference?
Yeah.
If a guy is chasing you because of what you represent, he's just coming after your status, the bragging right. Like, oh wow, do you know my girlfriend? My girlfriend is Abby. You know Abby? Yeah, that's my girl. It's just for bragging right when they do for coffee house or boys hangout. So maybe I can invite some of my sisters here to come and tell young folks what exactly you should look for in men, and I can invite men to say the same thing. So thinking that, oh, if I'm wicked to this guy, that will keep him chasing me. No, all those ones that
not literal wickedness, but a bit of like, a bit of nonchalance here and there, showing them, like Sissy said, even when they want to see you, they need to know that you're busy, you have a life, they need to push harder. So no wickedness.
Yeah.
But that's what the internet calls it now. Wickedness.
Yeah. They chase you just for fun. No, don't mind them. And like I said, many of them, they were raised, they get whatever they want all the time.
Yeah.
Like here in America now, the boys that are even worse are those one in sport. They are just running through girls like, say, na play. They run through girls, counting numbers. And the girls also are chasing those boys. So Abby, now the same thing. Just as the boys who are on serious are chasing girls and messing them up, the girls too, they are chasing some of those boys and mess them up too. Like, who is he? He's my ex. That one is may God just help this on our generation, because I don't even know where we are going now. And the worst part is how easy it is for you Gen Zs to become depressed when these guys when they left. I tell my daughter all the time, look, if any boy make you depressed, you better tell me, make I go bust the boy head, she go laugh. But I know. So sometimes I pay attention to her too. Once I see that, I know the energy I get from my daughter. Once I see that I'm not getting that energy, I don't begin to talk to her with her. Say, hey, baby, what's going on now? What happened? Waiting day. Because you guys these days, on our own, I don't just know. It's like once you guys just like somebody, you start imagining your life together with that person. You have already painted a picture. You've done a wedding in your head. You already built a house in your head. You've seen where you guys will be. You have pictured you and the guy in Dubai, you and the guy in everywhere. Then by the time you see that this guy is a non-entity, it's like the guy has now shattered all the dream that you've had together with the guy. During our time, it wasn't like this, honestly speaking. During our time, it wasn't like this. In our time, you had to write letter. Do you know the effort we put into writing letter to toast a girl? Not nowadays that you guys are texting up and down, everything. One time I was chasing my children. I wanted to see all their messages. Before I know, they have all this app on their phone that I don't even know which one they are using to communicate again. I got frustrated. In our time, we don't have all those. You write letter to a girl. That letter, sometimes 1 week, we are still writing the letter we want to give to a girl. We'll be giving it to friends to, we'll show you correct. There is this terminology, they call it doxology.
You remind me.
Uncle Dayo,
yeah, I remember. See, in those days, let me just give you a clue. We listen to music lyrics and we pick words from them.
Exactly.
We pick words from music lyrics and you will see us writing things like, any love song that we love so much, we just pick the lyrics and then we use them to form a letter. By the time you read that letter, oh my, if you have never fallen in love before, you fall in love. Because that is the whole essence.
Gen Z men have left the chat.
I don't know how you guys do it these days. Back in those days, when you look at the effort you put in, do you know what it means to us back then when you toast a girl and she finally say, okay, I'll be your girlfriend. Hey, Uncle Dayo, let me tell them, make them know what that they miss. You toast a girl where you don't chase, do everything. Your friends, everybody, it's a project. And she finally say yes. Okay, I'm your girlfriend. We run to our friend and say, God, thank you. She said, yes. She says she's my girlfriend now. Your belly go just sweet. Then you now start second project. The second project is kissing. These girls, I don't know what you guys are doing these days. You make it so easy. All these boys with tiny G's up and down. It's a project. After the girl agreed to be your girlfriend, hey, she agreed to be your girlfriend alone. You will get erection throughout that night. Nothing, no, just she agree alone. You, as a man, your belly go dey sweet. Like, God, she agree. When you see her like this, sometimes you go peep again, then you will start praying. God, I beg, make she not change her mind, oh. Make she not come back and say she's not doing again, oh. Hey, then when you see her, you smile, she smile back. Oh, more. Back in the days, if they send the girl on errand, we go follow her. If they say go carry keg, now we go carry the keg. I don't know what life has come to now, Abby. I'm so sorry that your generation, you are now experiencing all of this. It's alone. Now project. We go the target. Which day we go kiss now? When you we will be outside. We will sneak. We go there outside. We get our parents will lock door. We go don't beg person. We go open door. We will sneak in. And then when you finally get that kiss like this, just one kiss. Oh my God. Life, where have you been, God? Do you think it's easy for a girl to kiss? So you can't get the girl finish. You won't go say, which guy you won't do? You are going to maintain her, honey. Those are some of the things that you guys are missing now. Eh? I don't know, Abby, but anyway, there are still love out there. It still boils down to, do you know what to look for? What's my Zeno saying? Zeno said, this is why we have to work hard and be well grounded, because no time for all these F boys. Oh my God. I don't know. For me, I saw people being originally in love while I was growing up. I saw my sisters, my brothers, my friends, my uncles, a lot of people, I saw them fell in love. It was original. And I've always wanted that. And I want everybody to experience it. You see, that's why I said ladies should pray that their man should find them. When your man finds you, like I said the other day, Abby, all the qualities that people see in you young ladies now, and they are saying, oh, that is nasty. I can't stand her. She talked too much. Oh, she do this more. When the man who is looking for you finds you, those quality people criticizing you will actually turn him on. I'm telling you. Those things that people will say and say, no, I can't say that. It will turn him on. Even you go shock. Say, what? What does this guy see? People say I talk too much, I do, but no. You see, your talk too much is music to his ears. So the guys you needed, the guys you should pray for, is the guy that is looking for you. Not the guy you are looking for. I don't know how long or how far we can tell you young generations. The guy that is looking for you, my dear.
All the men that are looking for me are short.
Abby, when you say short,
I'm joking, Uncle Ben.
You've started this girl.
I'm just trying to round you up. I'm joking.
I am Abby. Whoa, man lose temper. So far, the guy is taller than you, is not short. Period. MOP, I don't feel laugh, please. MOP say Gen Z letter will be what you doing, Abby? MOP get Gen Z. You see that YWD? It took me forever to figure out what that shit means. What you doing, Abby? Never mind. MOP, how long have you been rocking with Gen Z? I can't cope with their thing. I don't even know how they do their own love. It's like they are friends today, they are fighting tomorrow. What do we have to do to make you people really? I don't know, Abby. I feel sorry for for them when they get disappointed and heartbroken and things were like that. It touches me. But how do we help you guys to know exactly how to filter these boys out there? Don't get me wrong, Abby. There are still fantastic young men out there. I see them all the time.
I agree. There are. There are.
Hmm.
I've even met, I even have some friends. It's just that because I've actually considered it. I said, if so my birthday is next year, I may actually consider dating one of my actual friends.
Abby.
That's single. I don't know what don't they want to marry? And actually, one of my friends told me this recently. One of my friends told me, Abby, why have we not considered marrying each other? I said, you have the right idea. Let's give each other 1 year, then maybe we should talk about it properly.
Abby, let me be frank with you. If you have a male friend that is really, really sincere with you and you really like him, you might consider it, because sometimes when boys stay far too long in the friend zone, they can't get themselves to face you and tell you what's up. And usually when you and your man started as friends, it usually goes a long way to help the relationship, because you already know this person don't know you already. You both know where you are both agbako, and you both know where you are both sweet. I like that friendship to relationship kind of thing, because when somebody is your friend, a really close friend like that, opposite set friends, they don't hide things from each other. It's so easy to see all their flaws. Sure, Abby.
Yeah, that's another thing. So this particular friend, I've seen him through relationships. He's seen me through relationships. That's how I know that he's a good guy. I don't say because there's been opportunity for him to actually act. He's acted foolishly, and his foolishness, I could take it. Because we're not vetting each other for a relationship. So he knows. I think we know, but we're just not talking about it. But like I said, let me wait until my birthday.
Abby, you better pick that guy up now before somebody snatch that dude.
That's what said. You see, you that come and tell you he's getting married. Continue.
Seriously, you better hurry up before somebody snatch it. I told my story here several times about how I met my wife. My wife, we are friends. If you ask my wife to tell you our love story, you go laugh tire. My wife still dey yab me. My wife say, "Na me be the only man wey see wey turn in younger sister to wife." Because we have like this fantastic 6 months of friendship. Honestly speaking, from the day I met her, for like 6 good months, I wasn't even looking at her that way at all. And she just took me like her brother too. Because when she tell her own story, I was shocked. She said, "Don't you know every time, the reason I'm coming to you all the time, I'm so easy related to you, is because I just see you like my brother. You treat me well. You are the only person who never shouted on my head. And if you grew up in places like Orile, you will know that is deep." She told me. Her story was seriously different from my own version.
Yeah.
She said from the first day that we met, when I borrowed that book from her hand, and after she was having academic issues, I will help her. The way I asked after her, the way when we closed, because we study at FMS, and anybody who know LASU, from FMS to LASU main gate, it's a very long distance. So I will walk her, and she's stubborn. She dey cause boys where we was up to. So those guys where they get ogboju, they go talk when they want to talk, even though they know say those boys will beat them, but she will still talk. But because I usually walk with her, and me, I dey always get friend. Me and my friend, we will walk with her till she go enter bus, go to relay. So her version was kind of different from mine. So she said she took me like a brother. That's why she was so comfortable coming to me. We talk, we eat, we play, we do everything. And for me, for the first 6 months, really, I don't see her as girl, because one, my wife no tutor. She can't be a Igbo. I've always wanted to marry a Yoruba. So 6 good months, she was there by my side. I don't see me marry her or marry her, even dating, say, Igbo. I was still stupid with that Igbo, Yamiri, Yoruba, Ofe Manu, all those kind of things. So, but we were there. Until my best friend, Dr. Nii, he's a doctor now. My best friend then was like, "You don't share, but no." Girlfriend, any girlfriend. You know they call this girl my girlfriend. You know, see how stubborn she be. This random girl, I beg. Girlfriend me, but my other female best friend too. She saw the same thing. All of them are calling her girlfriend Benny or girlfriend Benny. Like if they see her anywhere around the campus, it's always girlfriend Benny. They were giving her that girlfriend treatment, and for me and her, nothing. So when he said that, that's why I started looking at what's wrong with me? And I used to be a guy who like to chop. Make I not lie. I like to chop and clean out. Maybe we not even talk body count. Oh, I know they waste time because me, money no day. So any girl now opportunity, me will quick man summer, me will come out at least that one self. We don't chop, we don't go. But on our own case, nothing like that comes to my mind. Until my friend said that, then I start taking that seriously. Now, 22 years later, we are here.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So sometimes all those 6 months that we were together, she saw me at my best. I saw her at her worst. All those, I feel count how many times this girl don't fight. Like she and her senior brother, that's both knee. One man jabby with the knee. The brother go beat her. She too go say, "Whoa, when they grew up together in the same house, she to go break body say, I go finish you." I saw everything about her. She saw the whole thing about me, how poor I can be.
I think I also have the worry of, I actually appreciate our friendship so much that one of my worries is, what if the relationship doesn't work out? We now can't be friends. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm just saying, if he's there, that is one guy who has no reason to hide anything from you. Yeah. Because I know they date. So you already see him at his best and his worst. You don't already see how they lie, they do everything. If you guys have original feeling for each other, please go for it. But if the feeling is not there, don't say because you are a friend you want to do it. It doesn't work like that. You see what I'm saying? Absolutely. But if the original feelings are there, and if you see that the way he's moving, he's struggling to tell you about it. You be big girl now. You should know what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Because for we as boys, when we have female friends that we like so much and our friendship is very, very good, we don't want to rock the boat.
Trust me. Actually mentioned it a lot in passing. It's so crazy. And I'm kind of the one that pushes it away. So we'll see.
Yes, sir.
Can I just tell her something?
Go ahead, sir.
My dear Abby, see, it is very, very easy, okay? This guy is into you. But his fear is if you make that shot and you turn him down, he doesn't want to lose you as a friend. But that will surely break him up. Are you getting me? I'm talking from a guy's perspective now. So he is more scared than you. He likes having you as friends. At least he knows that both of you are guys now. But if he now pose that question to you, and you now say, "No, I never see you like that," it will really break him. And that may end his friendship with you. So that's why it's like, no. See, we guys, when we want to do something, we start it off by something they call play, like joke, as if we're just passing the joke. It's all these are the green light that it's like this guy is onto it, and you know it yourself. What you just have to do, just come down, to his level a little bit. Okay, you put the question. Once you see that you are now much more very, very receptive to him now that you are. But if you keep on puffing him off, please make Zeno prophecy not come true. I beg. Thank you.
Thank you, Dayo.
Yeah. Everybody, Toby and Tribe, Auntie Yinka, everybody in the chat, they are saying the same thing, and it's coming from a place of honesty. We have no reason to deceive you, young folks. Love is sweet. Love, if you encounter natural love, oh, you go know say love is more intoxicating than alcohol. If you encounter true love, all these bad bulls who are here, you know the today where you encounter true love, you know, and especially when you have that friendship between you both, nothing they really matter, Gary. Everything na play. Una go fight. Oh, don't get it wrong. Oh. Don't say because you people are friends, you won't fight. In fact, now that time self, the fight the sweet pass because both of you know you are going nowhere.
Giving first last week, so we fight already.
You see what I'm saying now? Now that me I like you will fight. You both know you are going nowhere. You na go just fight for fighting sake. And those are the things me I love. You can ask all the grown sisters here, everyone who have really fell in love before. I mean that natural love, not the conditional love of, oh, I dated him because he will bring this, I dated that because no. When you experience that natural love, you both don't have to like micromanage each other. You will call each other excesses out with love. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's with love. I am not ashamed to say this. As grown as I am, my madam still they help me arrange my closet. May you just know how it be. She still they help me arrange my. Sometimes I look at her side of the closet, walking closet I look at her side. I'll be like, wow, I like the way you arrange your pants one place, your shoe, your bag. Even though if she move, she don't almost take over half of my own space. After her own space, I still don't mind. But I try to do the same thing. I can't. So she goes still cuss me out, she vibrate, but she will still go there and help me fix it. So I'm trying, man, I no talk, say, oh, no, they try you. Only say sometimes I'm just too tired to put some things where they belong. So that's the way it is. You will fight, you will do everything, but you both know you ain't going nowhere. That is the essence of it. That is the friendship aspect of it. You will fight in the morning, by afternoon, person where you fight, now don't they ask you what you want to eat for lunch? How about how about that? You go fight dude in the evening. Oh, you hang out, you stay too long with your friends. You are a family man. Don't you know you are supposed to be house no home now? You go come finish. After a while, now you go still the ask. Babe, by the way, I hope you eat where you go. Anyway, if you don't eat, I think I have your food share. You know, love just conquered all kinds of things. And I pray everybody, as you are listening now, you're looking for love. I pray that natural love will find you. You will find natural love. You don't have reason to. Many of these things don't go make sense, Gary. You know, we having conversation one day. We spoke about all this. Say, protect yourself. Get a prenup. Get all of that. It's okay. But when natural love hits you, the person you even want to use prenup to protect yourself from, the person don't even get time for whatever property you have.
True.
Because the person don't want to lose you in the first place. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So whether you have prenup, you have a prenup, premium, or pro max, whatever you have, somebody that truly love you don't care. She will sign the whole thing. She's still not thinking about all those shit because what matters to her is happiness. So everybody, you will find that true love, and I tell you, you are going to enjoy it.
Amen.
You will enjoy it the whole day. So, sisters, as I'm leaving you, just know that Uncle Beno said this. The man who wants you will find you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
And the man who wants you, he won't give up. If you like, ignore him. You like, return in text. You are just bothering yourself. Next month, he's still coming back to text you. He will still call you. And that is where I usually pray that Almighty God will help all single ladies to have that spiritual awakening, to look back and say, with all this thing I've done to this guy, ignore him, everything, he still keep coming after a while. The man who wants you. He don't care. And that's why you will see a woman who have 1 or 2 child. By the time he go find love, Ori Emma Daruni, when he see the man that is looking for her, forget say she get 2 children. The man who is looking for her, don't give an F. The man will love her children. The man will even love her ex, join himself. I'm telling you, hey, you don't understand. Many of you sisters, you are the answer to a man's prayer. I got to be candid with you. I know all this internet, anti-internet uncle that are teaching rubbish up and down. They've almost make women felt like nobody wants you, nobody needs you. And some ladies are believing in that crap. It's a lie. Majority of you ladies, you've done well for yourself. You are the prayer point to a lot of men. And the day, I just pray it has to be fast, that the man who is praying to meet you will quickly find you in Jesus' name. The day you meet that man, you go come testify now. You not see my CC run come up for here now. CC wait me with a fake gist for 6 hours. Once my brother don't show now, she says CC don't run, go.
Yeah.
May you experience pure, undiluted love. May all the ladies listening now, may you find, may that man finds you. The man that can't even drink water and put the cup down without thinking about you, may they find you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
You. The man that sleeps and wakes up and the only person that matters the most in this world to him is you. May that man finds you.
Amen.
I see I'm not saying this from a place of let me just run out. I see my wife all the time. She know they grow old. Oh, that it go be legally, but my wife don't grow old. I see how happy she is all the time. I'm not giving myself credit because she also makes me super, super happy. It not be me the day they talk. Have I been on the show here one day and my wife come and yank my laptop off and say, who are you talking to? No. She makes me happy. I make her happy. To me, she can never do no wrong. Even though say she dey frustrate me. Stubborn by J. But her stubbornness is sweet to me. I like it. I enjoy it. Some people in our unit, they caught COVID. All of them were wearing masks. She came back home. She wear mask. I'm like, babe, you don't catch COVID again. He said, no. She said, because she just don't know what might happen and she don't want to be walking around the house without mask. That's why she wear mask. Now I said, yes, you don't get COVID. I begin run from her. Where I think say maybe she don't go, I don't know, say she they sneak from my bag. Now so she grabbed me, they kiss me with her mask. Yes, now I say, now I know say you be wish. You just won't kill me with COVID, you know? She's stubborn, but I can't trade her for anything. And I'm telling you from my own personal experience, she's not the best, very stubborn woman. But as far as I'm concerned, she means the world to me. So that's why I knew that when the man that makes you his prayer point finds you, but whatever the word I've said about you, forget whatever the people have said about you, forget, oh, she's a nasty girl. Nah, lie. Your nastiness, it go to make your man, they get, Abby, we got to go. Let me just read this message from my Auntie Yinko. Sister Yinka said, same here, sir. I don't even think Hobby has ever done his closet. I tell you, Sister Yinka, if I say, na me the bomb follow bros. I don't think Obi has ever done his closet before. I make the bed a certain way every day. I went from not making the bed to try to copy my style. 21 years, all in love. Thank you, Jare, my beautiful sister. That's the way we are, And for the sisters who might be listening to this, we are not kind of lying here with what we are saying. This is our real life experience. There are some things that will not change in your man. You just have to understand. And that's the beauty of marrying somebody who loves you. Some things will not change, no matter how you do. Some man, they no go change them. You just have to love them like that. And I saw it be for women too. If I ask Uncle Dio now, Uncle Dio will tell you the same experience. So we, especially we as men, there are some things, no matter how much you try, it has become habit.
Yeah.
Okay. I told you guys here, I love sleeping on the couch. Till date, if I really want to fall asleep so fast now, once I enter couch, carry bed sheet, roll myself, I'm gone. And guess you what? My madam can literally, I don't know how many times she don't tell me, say she gonna alive me if I dare sleep on her couch again. But I still love it. And now my son pick it up. Then I now see why it's a problem. I'm now complaining that my son shouldn't be sleeping on the couch. Dude, get up. But the guy is following my footsteps. So there are some things, some habits that won't change, but with love, you make it work. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Sister Yinka also said,
Uncle Benno. Thank you, Uncle Dio. Thank you, Real Fam.
have a good night, my dear. You are such an angel. Our own Gen Z. You are Zeno. Thank you, Zeno. Thank you, honey babe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a very good night, everybody. Uncle D, you can tell us anything you want to drop before we leave. Sister Yinka said, all these things we talk on social media, when the love is real on both sides, all this won't matter. Absolutely. Honestly. And Sister Yinka said, he won't care if you are 300 pounds or 150. Sister Yinka, you feel me loud this one, well. You feel me loud, may you repeat this one. He won't care if you are 300 pounds or 150 pounds, or if you have 3 children or childless. Don't be afraid. Your boss is coming. Just keep being you and being open. Thank you. Uncle Dio, any last word?
Yes, sir. I just want to say that this is a very, very loaded episode. And for all the ladies and for all the singles out there, it will really pay you to take one or two things from here and apply it to yourself. It will really help. Because the best kind of relationship that I know starts with friendship.
Thank you, Uncle Dio. Hey, yeah. This network for Nigeria. Anyway, Uncle Dio. Oh.
God bless you in everything. What matters is find love, you find peace. And you find joy. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle Dio. Let me greet my sister. Have a very good night, sir. God bless you for hanging out with us today on this episode of Sunday School with the Real Fam. Thank you, sir. Have a good night. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Uncle Patrick. Thank you, Cece. My Abby, God bless you for hanging out with me today. Auntie Yinka, thank you very much for all the nuggets you are dropping. Sister Oshe, I love you, my sister Oshe Gary. Sister Oshe, where do they play? Thank you, my sister. God bless you. Ashley, you came late again. Ashley, you came late. Now you go pay all the NSC where I don't promise people here, where I never redeem. In fact, maybe that's what we do now. Anybody that comes late, now then go they send those NSC. Welcome, my sister. God bless you. You're welcome. My Buba, thank you very much, Biba, for being here. Oh, Sister Marriott, you're here since? Wow. Yes, my soldier is doing a good work. See, Mr. Marriott, there, you know, fit type. That's a good one. Thank you, Sister Marriott. Have a very good night, everybody. Honey Babe, my sweet sister. Oh, let me just say this. Honey Babe, earlier on Mom of Five show, all I was saying was not about you at all, my sister. And I was making reference to what is happening right here in United States. I haven't been to the UK. It's just here that in the United States, that rhetoric is just way too much now that children are beginning to see like that's a way of life. So it has nothing to do with you at all, my sister. All right. Thank you very, very much. Zeno baby, my second Gen Z. Zeno, I know hear that your sweet voice today, but it's good you are always present. Thank you. Thank you. Is it Diaspora Diva? Somebody was here earlier. Thank you very much for all your comment. And I really appreciate you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye for now.